तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Minash Mishra.
विश्वेश्वराय नरकार्णवतारणाय कर्णामृताय शशिशेखधारणाय कर्पूरकान्तिधवलाय जटाधराय दारिद्र्य दुःखदहनाय नमः शिवाय। ओम नमो पार्वती पते। हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव। ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णावपूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अहम ब्रह्मास्मि। So good morning everyone, and whichever part of the world you have joined us, good evening to you all as well. स्वागत है आप सभी का to this special process, but I'm really happy to see that the entire world is not here. तो कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है कि दारिद्रता हट गई है. So that's good enough. And I will be more happy when no people will be attending this session. That's why we are here, and that's why we want to do that. संपूर्ण दरिद्रता हट गई तो ऐसे प्रोसेसेस की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. And we want to do that, right कमलेंद्र जी? ताकि एक दिन ऐसा हो कि मैं यहाँ बैठा हूं, ये दरिद्रता बात करने के लिए और कोई है ही नहीं. वैसे what is this process all about? For whom is this all about? What are this importance of this process? And why we chose it to be here? And literally, some people asked, why do you want to do this kind of processes? I said, go and ask the world, not me. दुनिया को जाके पूछो, मुझे नहीं. Because when we speak of Daridra, people literally take it in the meaning of what? Meaning of wealth and money. इसकी दारिद्रता के बारे में कौन बोलेगा? The mental, what do you call it? Pauper जो होते हैं ना, like. So उनके लिए कौन करेगा? And I will, Hari bhai, thank you for coming for the aid. Scarcity, the mental scarcity, the spiritual scarcity, the physical related scarcity, means ailments that is still there in the body. ये सब भी दारिद्रता ही है. दरिद्र उसे कहते हैं जो संपूर्ण रूप से हर किसी तरीके से वैभव से भरा हुआ नहीं है. मेरे हिसाब से वही दरिद्र है. जिसके मन में ग्लानि है वो भी दरिद्र है. जिसका शरीर ठीक नहीं रहता वो भी दरिद्र है. बिकॉज दे आर ऑल ट्राइंग टू गेट समथिंग जिसे उनको ठीक करना है. दे वॉन्ट टू गेट समथिंग राइट. तो when you are still waiting for something to happen, that means you don't have that. And when you don't have that, what does that mean? और धवल जी, हम तो देखे आजकल के जो स्टाइल के वजह से हम ये बोल भी नहीं सकते कि दरिद्रता पहले फटे कपड़ों से पता चलती थी. आजकल वही कपड़े सबसे ज्यादा कॉस्टली हैं शायद. So let alone we'll be talking about that. But for the other people, let us begin the way we begin. पूरी प्रक्रिया बता दूंगा, how to do the process, कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, सारी विधि बता दूंगा. But let us set the stage. And how do we do that? Now Rani is excited. She is ready to type it again. Like, okay, story. Okay, good. Chalo. So, not a story of, what do you say, Treta Yug, फिर द्वापर युग या सत्ययुग की कहानी नहीं है, कलयुग की कहानी है. So, coming directly from the yuga that you reside. And so, again, it's not story, it's history. Evidences can be found in history books as well as all the write-ups, along with the dates and all those things. And when, again, I go back to my place, a story from Lord Jagannath. Okay, or shall I tell you a story of Shiva? I have both anyways. So let us begin with that. हरि भाई का नाम से शुरू हुए तो अच्छा ही होता है ना, मतलब सब कुछ. So let's begin there. And it is said that once Lord Jagannath went for a war. युद्ध के लिए गए थे. Have you heard this story or not? Anyone? Let alone you, the way I'm going to tell you, even the people out there don't know that story. Okay, so there it is. The story comes from the time when there was a king named as Purushottam Dev. Okay. अब देखिए, राजा जो भी होते हैं उनके सामने, पुरी के जो भी राजा होते हैं उनके साथ देव जोड़ा जाता है, बिकॉज वो देव तुल्य होते हैं. मीन्स दे आर लिटरली लाइक, we feel like that they are the incarnation, और वो छाया चलता है ना देवताओं का. So he is just like a shadow of that god. वो उस रूप से माना जाता है उन राजाओं को. So ये थे पुरुषोत्तम देव. And when Purushottam Dev was the king out there, he was a very ardent, devoted king, and always used to do the puja and whatever he could in the right way, as the prescribed manner. And we all know during Rath Yatra what the king has to do. He has to take a, what do you call that? Jhadu leke jhadu marna padta. Like he has to sweep the floor before the chariot moves. So that is a common thing which is still going on, right? And without which the process is not completed. So they have to do that. What is the reason behind the king doing, sweeping the roads, the streets? It is said that despite he being the king, he believes that the real king is sitting inside the temple. कि मैं शायद राज्य का राजा हो सकता हूं, लेकिन पूरे ब्रह्मांड का जो राजा है उसके सामने तो मैं भिखारी हूं. Like I am just a beggar in front of him. And in order to not even bring that ego to his head, this is another process of sweeping the floor. कोई और दूसरा कोई झाड़ू नहीं मारता है, वो मारता है. And the most amazing part is he will be sweeping in front of the chariots, and the people, those who sweep the floor every day, they will be standing and watching. And I believe this is the way it should be. Means it is not like showing something degradation, but it is acceptance that I am nothing in front of you. And that sur mein asur na ho jaye. That head does not go into a space where you start acting like a demon. So it should be a reminder. I think like we should do something like that. Every year we should do something that it should not go into our heads that what we are. So coming back, so he used to do that. One fine day, what happens is, the king travels towards Kanchi. You heard of it? Kanchi, right? So he goes towards Kanchi, and while he was there, he was not married at that time. So while he was there, he halted at a place, and the king of Kanchi came to know that king of Puri is traveling and he is there. So while knowing this, he invited him to his palace. Right? So he was invited and he went there. He was really good looking and well behaved and बहुत संस्कारी थे like. So when he was in the kingdom, the daughter of King Kanchi, Padmavati, she saw this king of Puri, Purushottam Dev ko dekhti hai. And even Purushottam Dev sees her, and it was kind of, you can say, like they liked each other at that time. Very rare thing to happen, but somehow they liked each other. What did I say is very rare thing to happen is because earlier they didn't just came in front of everyone, right? But still, that narration is not there, so I will not add anything to that. So they just saw each other and they liked each other. And even the king of Kanchi, he was also agreeable. Like he also wanted that if I can get Purushottam Deva as my son-in-law, it would be great. He comes from such a great place, and after meeting him, he had more and more respect towards that fellow. That he's so well behaved and so well cultured and all those things. Now, that happened and nothing, discussion was not happened much. So they returned back, but the king had that thought in his head. Who? The king of Kanchi, that I should have as my son-in-law. So after some time, the king of Kanchi calls his minister and says that you do one thing. Why don't you take this from our side, that we have this proposal. If he agrees, then I will come, and I would like my daughter to get married to him. So, okay, fine. So the minister goes. So when the minister goes, he is also well accepted, and the king was really happy. Okay, because he also liked that proposal, and he said, okay, but you are here right now, and it is almost like in a day, Ratha Yatra is to be happening. So why don't you stay back and experience this, because you might not have ever seen it. Even the minister has never seen anything as such. So he also said it would be a rare opportunity. Why not? So he stayed back. But on the day of Rath Yatra, what will he see? He saw something which shaken him up. He saw that the king came with a broom and started sweeping the floor, the streets. Now this minister, he said like, what is this? He calls himself a king and he sweeps the floor. How can he be of a match to our princess? हो ही नहीं सकता. मतलब झाड़ू मारने वाला और हमारी राजकुमारी से शादी, ऐसा हो नहीं सकता. He just fled away from that place seeing that, without understanding anything about it. He fled and went to the king, and his king of Kashi and what was that place? Kanchi. So he went there and he said, the match is not right. Although he calls him a king, he sweeps the floor. So he is no match to our princess. And listening to this, the king also did not thought of anything. He says, is that the case? Discard that. We are never going to go there, and he is also not allowed here in our palace or any time into our kingdom. एक झाड़ू मारने वाला हमारे राज्य में कैसे आ सकता है? Not allowed. Then what did the king did is, उन्होंने एक स्वयंवर रचाया. And in that swayamvar, he did not invited Purushottam Dev. So Padmavati was also very sad, like why this person is not there in this, and she did not choose anyone. Swayamvar failed. So here Purushottam Dev got the news that the king has done this, but he has not invited him. And even so he felt like why he has done like this, because when I went there, he was so good, and even he sent the proposal, and now he has done this without asking me and even did not invited me. So now he said, let me teach him a lesson then. Now Purushottam Dev's thought of raging a war against Kanchi. He just went to Lord Jagannath, prayed him, and he said, this is not what I am doing because of I want to acquire something or I want to show something. But I believe like what they have seen me doing seva of you, and they thought that doing your seva in this way is a degraded process. I cannot allow that to happen. They should know, and they should also know that what is the truth behind it. And he will not listen anyway, so I have to go on war. And he goes on war. But you know what happens when he goes on to the war? One fine day, the tents where the soldiers are and everything is there, it gets fire. It caught fire. And it all burnt up. And now this Purushottam Dev, he prayed to Lord Jagannath, is it something wrong that I am doing? That this mishap happened? We also come to such places, right? Then we also think like, oh my God, is it right what I am doing? Or is it something wrong because of which you are showing me some sign that I'm doing wrong? And that night he got a dream where Lord Jagannath says, your intentions are very clear. You are not doing it out of anything. But if you think that you might get defeated, then let me assure you one thing. This time I am going with you into the war. So the king said, okay. So, but he woke up just as a dream he might have thought of. Now when the war began, means this king was going for the war, what they could see is, before the king's soldiers could arrive, there were two horses ahead, much ahead of them. One on a black horse, one on a white horse. There were two soldiers alone. And they were rushing, means at super fast speed, before any of the soldiers could even match them. And they were riding for war. Now, nobody knew like from where these two new soldiers came from. Okay. But it was again like a hot season out there. So while riding and doing fightings all the way, means the initial hurdles were all cleared by them only. So there was a place where there was, these both were, it is said like both were thirsty. I don't know whether they were thirsty or not, but it was another thing that happened there. There was a milkmaid that was coming from there with chanch in the pot, means curd, like. So she was coming to sell that. She was a very poor lady named as Manik. Okay. And she was coming and both of these stopped the horses and said, what is there in that pot? And they said like, it is buttermilk. And they said, okay, can we drink it? We are thirsty. So she gave it away. Now when she gave it away, they drank it off. Now Manik, the milkmaid, she asks, okay, so give me the money because I was going to sell that and now you have drank it, so give me the money. Now both of them awestruck, they say like, no, we are just soldiers and we are going for war. We don't have any money with us. Now this lady is saying like, but I'm a poor lady and you drank everything and now you say that you don't have money. So how am I going to feed my family? So both of them looked at each other. Then the one on the black horse just removed one of his rings and he said, just keep it. I don't have money. Just keep this. My king is coming behind. You just show him and he will pay you. You just show this ring and he will give you the money. You just wait here. He's just coming behind only. So Manik waited there. Now these two again ran off ahead. Then finally the king came, and when the king came, this lady raised her hand and just stood in front of the king. He said, what is the problem? We are going on a war. What are you doing on the street? He said, no, you have to give me something. The king says, what I have to give you? And she narrated that there are two soldiers that went ahead and they were thirsty and I gave them the buttermilk, but they didn't have money. And they said, our king is coming behind and he is going to give it. The king says, but who are those people? He said, I don't know, but this is the ring that they have given me. The moment the king saw the ring, he understood whose ring is this. मतलब नवरत्न और माणिक्य से भरा हुआ जो अंगूठी है जिसकी कोई कीमत नहीं लगाई जा सकती. We cannot put a price tag to that. That was the ring, and the moment the king saw that, he just fell at the feet of the milkmaid. And he said, like, you are such an ardent devotee that he came, he stopped and drank from your hands. And by seeing this, I can make out who is he. And you know, that place where this thing happened is still there. This place is known as Manikpatna. And there is still a little temple where this happened. So now the king, he knew that what is going to happen anyways. He said, already won. Before me reaching, only the war will be won anyways. So the king gave, you know what? He named the entire village on the name of Manik. Now think of a person who was struggling just to have enough food for his family, for her family, to feed them. At one go, the entire village became her. How? How will come later. Because this process is all about that. And then the king went, and there was a rule that was set. The king of Kanchi declared that you come from a place where in the temple there are Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra and Subhadra, but he was an ardent devotee of Ganesha. And he said, whoever wins this war, if I win, means the king of Kanchi wins, then all the three gods from Puri will be brought and kept behind the statue of Lord Ganesha. Ganesh के पीछे रखा जाएगा उन मूर्तियों को, and Ganesh will be in front, and these three statues will be kept behind. But if we lose, then you can take our Ganesha. How many of you have visited Puri temple? How many of you have noticed that there is a Ganesha temple behind, actually behind those three? मंदिर के एग्जैक्टली पीछे गणेश का मंदिर है. वो रोहिणी कुंड के तरफ उसका मुख है. So if you have not seen, just go this time and you will see there is a Ganesha which has been established there, and that is nothing else but that Ganesha that was brought from there. So now you know who won the... But the story did not end here. Now can you see, like, if a devotee is there who is ready to even sweep the floor for his Lord, the Lord is ready to come for war for you. That's kind of a, I think like that's the kind of relationship that you should develop with him or her, whatever you call it. But now after winning the war, King Purushottam Dev did not, did not take the king of Kashi as a prisoner, but he took Padmavati as the prisoner. Now there is a twist here, you see. And he said, take her and find a sweeper with whom we can get her married. Because his father thought that I am just a sweeper, and that's why he did not get me married. Let us do one thing. Find a sweeper and get her married. Now, Padmavati was taken away. But the minister of that place, he was a sensible person. He said, okay, fine, we'll find a sweeper anyway, but it will take time. See, she is a princess, so we should find at least a suitable sweeper. The king says, okay, fine, because the king didn't have any such intention, but he just wanted to teach a lesson to the king of Kanchi. So it will take some time, the minister said, so we will find a suitable thing and then we'll get it married. Okay, fine. Now you are understanding the story, what might have happened, right? So they waited, the minister waited, and this princess was kept in the house of the minister. He took care of her as his own daughter. She was literally worried that I liked him and what my father did, and now I'm going to get married to a sweeper, and all the stories running on her head again and again throughout the day, a lot worried. But the minister only used to say, don't worry, dear, I am there, so you don't worry. I'll take care of it. Finally, what happened is one day the minister comes and tells, get ready now. Today is your marriage. Now she started crying, oh my God, finally he might have got a sweeper and now he's going to get me married to a sweeper. But he said, nothing doing, you have to get married today only, so get ready. So he sent all the maids and all these things. She was decorated as a well-groomed bride, and she was taken. Where? Where the 3 chariots are standing on the street. And now the king comes with a broom to sweep the floor. That very moment, the minister goes and says, Raja, stop. The king says, what happened? Nah, I have found a suitable sweeper for that Padmavati. The king says, you do whatever you want to do. Today is Rath Yatra, let me do my process. Now he calls the Princess Padmavati and says, now put the Barmala on the sweeper. And that very moment, the king was standing there laughing at the intelligence of his minister, that he was so wise that he will not allow him to do something wrong. And that was the day in front of those 3 deities they got married. That was the only one recorded history of a king who got married on the day of Rath Yatra in front of Lord, all these 3 lords on the chariot, and he's sweeping the floor. So, can you see, like, while Padmavati was there in this house of this minister, the minister only said one thing: while you are crying, while you are worried that something wrong will happen to you, I just say one thing. Just tell him who is there inside the temple, he will take care of everything. I might put my idea, I might do my thing, but if you can just have a little faith on that person sitting inside that, no, the deity, it will take care of anything. And finally, she was taken as the queen of that palace. And she also became an ardent devotee. और एक बात ऐसा लगा कि like it was like when a girl gets married, she carries something with her, right? I believe like that was the reason when Ganesha was brought back to Puri along with her. But that is still there. So anytime you visit, just go and see, because these are not just stories. These are literally the things that happened. And what could be a proof that the God was there with fighting in the war when he gave his ring to that lady? Now, in this entire drama, how many lives changed? How many things, amazing things happened? So this is what we call as Leela. This is what we call as things that are hard to believe, but these have happened this year, this in these times when people say religion does not, I mean, spirituality does not exist. You cannot be spiritual. You cannot see God. You cannot attain mukti. You cannot do all these things. I say, listen to these which are recorded history of these times where God has appeared in front of the commonest of the common people to let them know that it is still possible. So keep your, what do you call? So whenever you are making anything, get it ready for them. Someday they will appear. And if you get a ring, remember who might be. But just think of if that lady who was wicked, Manik, by just getting this ring itself, she should have thought like, wow, इसी से मैं गांव खरीद सकती हूँ. I can buy the entire village from this only. She would have run away, right? But did she? No, na? That is what they are. So would you call this person a Daridra? दरिद्रता धन की नहीं होती, दरिद्रता मन की होती है. So all that process that we are going to do today is not only for the people. Now you would say, but you sent 6 points. Haribhai posted 6 points that who all should do this process. I said, those who are spiritually advanced people or those who want to spiritually advance, they will anyway attend this program. But out there in the world, there are people, those who need help. And when I was talking to Haribhai yesterday, I said, Haribhai said, Bhai, shall I do this? I asked him one question, Tum daridra ho? That was my very simple question to him. Then Haribhai said, so I should not do it. I said, it's up to you. If you think yourself to be that, then you should. And if you think you are not that, you should not. And at the same time, Haribhai said, like, but we are also doing Dhanakarshan Bhairav, then why this process again? Then I said, there are some people, those who cannot afford Dhanakarshan Bhairav. So shall we discard those people? Shall we leave them? Dhanakarshan Bhairav has a process of very elaborate process. जिसके लिए पैसे खर्चे होते हैं. We have to spend money on that, but everybody cannot afford that. I don't say like it's only about money. Might be they think like what the result are we going to get out of it? But they don't question this when they go to a doctor. They pay more than that. The results, does the doctor say 100% this is what you are going to get? No doctor says that. Rather, they sign a consent stating like, if something happens, you are responsible, I am not responsible. But here in this case, I am saying like, you do this process, and if this does not work, ask me. And that too, I don't want money from you. फ्री में अगर करना है, हाँ, लेकिन कुछ लोग मुझे एक सवाल पूछे. But this Nag Kesar itself is costly. Costly considered to what? Do one thing. If Nag Kesar is costly, for some people they get it at 850, some people are getting at 1400, some people are 1800, some are getting at 2400 per kg. So that means if 2400 rupees or 1800 rupees or 800 rupees is more, that means you are worth of that. Give me your account number, I am transferring that. Are you getting it? कहां है दरिद्रता? अरे अगर 2400 रुपए ही आपके लिए बड़ी बात है तो मैं ही दे देता हूं ना, पूजा ही मत करो. हाँ, मैं उतना दरिद्र नहीं हूं कि मैं 2400 रुपए ना दे सकूं, मैं आपको दे दूंगा. इट्स ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम विथ इट. But is that what you want in your life? And literally, this process, there is no concession in this process. Either you do it the way it has to be done and get the results, or don't do it. Okay? So it's up to you. But the process is going to be a quite long process. And when I'm going to prescribe the things that you have to do, many will drop out anyways. Only thinking, what should I do with the Nagkesar, what I bought? Because this process is going to be a 30-day process. From tomorrow, that is 20th of March. Tomorrow it being Shivratri again. Masik Shivratri jo hai, wo Masik Shivratri hai. And in that Masik Shivratri, we are starting that. And it is a good day to start. If some people, okay, let me tell you something. If people are traveling too much during this month time, you begin it into the next Shivratri. If you don't know when the next Masik Shivratri is coming, I will guide you with that. I will give you the dates. Okay. Rather, Haribhai, I would like you to please take a screenshot of the entire Masik Shivratri of this year and post it. So that these people also come to know that this is Shivratri and they do something or chanting or mantra or putting just water on Shiva. It's all up to them. And now, this process, it is, let me tell you very frankly, it's not about the mantra. The mantra is easily available on Google. Go search it, you will find it. I'm not talking about the mantra. It is about the process that is related to that. It is not there. किस विधि से करने से कार्यरत होता है. Even if you just chant the mantra, it works to a certain extent. But if you put that process into that. Navneet ji, you know, like if I take a nail and prick you, it might just prick you. But if I attach the same pin to an iron rod at the end of it and hit, what will be the impact? It will pierce through your heart, the same pin. So this process is like that. Mantra का कार्यरत हो सकता है. The effect of the mantra is there. वो एक छोटा सा मतलब कार्य कर देगा आपके लिए. लेकिन जब ये process के साथ जोड़ के करते हो ना, then it will have a very different impact. And as I said, any one of us in this group, as I have said, you will not only be living a good life here and beyond. Because I believe if we are not happy here, we will not be happy there. And those who think like this is wrong, you are free to go. I'll not go with an invite card to call you up. Please come, please come. You are free to go. Because all that I want to do is, I want you people to learn all the things that have either extincted, which is not available right now, or through you people, this will be revived again for the coming future. If you want to be that through whom all these processes lives, sit here. And I'm very, very clear about that. I'm not just going to throw away all that I know just like this. I have learned many lessons in my life now, and I'm not going to throw away all these precious things that you people don't even understand or value. So you should be reaching to that place and doing it the way it has been prescribed. You don't go to a doctor and say, Acha doctor, can I eat the medicine without water? No, mujhe biryani banana hai. I don't have water. Can I cook biryani? No, I don't have rice. Can I make biryani without rice? You don't do all those things, right? So all the ingredients are required to do a certain process. So all the things are required for this process. Either you do it in the way of the process, or do it completely in the Mansik way, but there will be a difference in it. I will tell you upfront on your face. The people, those who do it, they will understand what happened. Now let me let you know what process is this. This process was a secretive process and was only available to the people. Means पहले हुआ करते थे ना कुल गुरु, जो एक राजा के पास हुआ करते थे. Like the kings had their own gurus, right? This process was given to those when a king was defeated in any war and loses everything. तब जाके उन राजाओं को ऐसे प्रक्रियाएं दी जाती थी so that he regains everything back. This process has a potential of making a beggar a king. Beggar in the sense what? Only money. King means what? Only who has money? No. Beggar can be health-wise. Beggar can be wealth-wise. A beggar can be spiritually as well. So whichever way you think, it is going to help you. Because when I'm going to give you that mantra, the mantra is of 9 stanzas. Now you say, my goodness, so then 9 stanzas, how many times you have to do? Only 8 times. If you are able to do 16 times, very fine. If you are able to do 32 times, amazing. But don't do that. पता चला कि सर के ऊपर सोने गिरने लगे. 8 times is enough, 16 times is very good. So how many times you have to do the mantra? It is only 8 times in a single day. If you are doing it in the morning, make sure the entire process is completed by 8 AM in the morning. सुबह के 8 बजे तक पूरी की पूरी प्रक्रिया खत्म हो जानी चाहिए. If you are doing it much early, very good, well and fine. And now you will understand why I gave you the option of till 8 o'clock. Process is of 30 days. Mantra has to be chanted 8 times. Every single day you have to go to the temple. Every single day. Now this really? Okay. Haribhai, there is a saying. जब आपको मंदिर दूर लगे तो समझने ला नरक पास है. Do you get that? When you think that the temple is far off, then realize that hell is near you. और जब मंदिर पास लगने लगे ना तो समझ लेना स्वर्ग भी पास ही है. Got my message? So now you decide where you are. Whenever it feels like, oh my God, it is so far off. Rani, create a shivling at your home. If it is a Shiva temple, because this process is entirely for him. Now you see, फक्कड़ बन के जो बैठा है वो आपको धन देने की बात कर रहा है. But that's how it is. So now, for whom? All the people. If anybody wants to do it for physical ailments, there is one additional element that will be added to that. If anybody requires that, let me know. I will help you with that also. बहुत ही तीव्रता से कार्य करता है वो. But it is not very easily available. But I saw it on internet and everything is available, whatever I'm saying. Before telling you, I only searched, is it available for people? And it is there. Okay. So the first and foremost thing, who should do that? People, those who are struggling with money, either they have been poor since ages. Revati ji, you can go to the gym, do exercise for somebody else. and they will get fit, right? No? Pakka na? Okay. So if you, the person who wants to get rid of, I can understand if somebody is not able to do, they are in a very, very serious condition. In that case, taking their name and gotra, if you do that, it is okay. But not in the other way around. नहीं तो लोग क्या करते हैं ना, मेरे ऊपर डाल देंगे. Why don't you do it for us? मैंने सब कुछ तुम्हारे ऊपर छोड़ दिया है. Whatever you do, whatever. Anyways, again, I will be traveling to my hometown during this Navaratra, and in the temple, anyways, I'll be doing yagya for 3 days. So do share your Haribhai, please give a Google note so that these people can fill up the names and gotra so that I can do the havan on your names. Okay. Now, if the person is, or the people, or the person who is taking care of the family is not able to earn enough, those people should do that. You have been rich in the past, but I've lost it all for them. You are earning, but it is not enough for them. ना लोग बोलेंगे आप तो सबके नाम बोल दिए, सब करो फिर. And not only that, if you just, as I said, Revati ji, because of health issues also, I can add one thing to that will be helpful to them. And when you are doing all these things, आपको एक ही चीज करना है, संकल्प लेना है. So when you are taking the sankalp, for what reason you are doing it, it will act that way. आपको धन के लिए करना है, आपको शारीरिक पीड़ा के लिए करना है. You want to do it for physical ailments, wealth, vaibhav, or just you want to spiritually evolve and just know this process. That, oh Lord, please guide me. I'm walking on this path. I'm doing this process. So please take me nearer to you again. जैसा भी चाहो आप, you can tell whatever way you want. कोई बुराई है करने में? नहीं कर सकते. अब कुछ लोग सोच रहे, हरि भाई बोले फिर मेरे को क्यों मना किया लाने के लिए? You still have time. Yes, Revati ji, you can. But there is a specific process in this, which you should be doing at the home that you stay. आप जिस किसी घर में रहते हो, it does not matter whether it is a owned house or a rented house. For whichever place you are staying and whichever place you are paying a money for that also. So वो आपका क्षेत्र हो गया, वो आपका गृह क्षेत्र हो गया. This process should be done in your griha kshetra only, means in your home only. And one more amazing thing is, if any time in the future, if something is there to happen, it will be a remedy for that. मगर आगे, मतलब अभी सब कुछ सही है, आगे चल के अगर मेरे भाग्य में ऐसा है, why do you get into this? ये दरिद्रता आती क्यों है? There are few things because of which it happens. Lakshmi pardesh chali gayi, means Lakshmi has moved out from your place. Why Lakshmi moves out from your place? देव दोष लगा है, पितृ दोष लगा है, या तो आपके साथ ऐसा कृत्य हुआ है, like you have done something that is not right thing, knowingly, unknowingly, because of which Lakshmi has moved out. शायद आपने नारायण की पूजा सही नहीं की है. So whatever way, whatever reason these things has happened to you, this process has the capacity and capability to cut through all this, including because of your past karma, you are suffering this. ये आपके पिछले कर्मों को काटने का भी ये रखता है. And mind you, this is a tantra vidhi process. तंत्र की विधि है, but it is prescribed for the grihast. So it can be done by anyone, it can be done by males, it can be done by females, so don't worry. लेकिन तंत्र युक्त विधि है, मैं आपको अपफ्रंट बोल रहा हूं. But it is absolutely a sattvic process, so there is nothing to be worried. उसके repercussions नहीं होते हैं. शिव एक अलग दुनिया है, ठीक है. So now, so I told you 30 days process, 30 days you have to go to the temple. Now let me give you step by step process of that, how to do that, and I will share the mantra in the group. I will try to chant once, and after that you can take it up. Challenges for females. As many days you are not able to do it, extend it by that many days. That is the only remedy that we can give. Let's say you are not able to do for 4 days or 5 days, extend it to that many days. Okay. What are the requirements? Requirements: yellow color dress, if you can wear, it is good. ये प्रक्रिया करते हुए अगर आप पीला वस्त्रों का धारण करते हो, उसके लिए सर्वश्रेष्ठ होता है. ठीक है. Second, if you are sitting on a mat, the mat should be yellow or red. माला की जरूरत नहीं है, because it is just 8 count. If you are doing 16, well and fine. Wearing rudraksh during doing the jap, perfectly fine, no problem. विधि बहुत सरल है. Every single day when you are doing a puja at your home, right? आप विधिवत पूजा करते हो, जैसे एवरी सिंगल डे पंचोपचार तो करते होगे, अगर षोडशोपचार नहीं करते, पंचोपचार तो करते होगे. पंचोपचार क्या है? लाइक पुटिंग वाटर, देन वाइपिंग इट ऑफ, देन पुटिंग चंदन, राइट, देन पुटिंग फ्लावर्स, अगरबत्ती, धूप, दिया एंड प्रसाद. दीज आर द 5 थिंग्स दैट यू डू एवरी डे. इसे पंचोपचार कहते हैं. ठीक है. षोडशोपचार थोड़ा बृहत रूप से किया जाता है. इट इज 16 स्टेप्स. इट इज जस्ट 5 स्टेप्स, दैट इज 16 स्टेप्स. अष्टोपचार भी है, नवोपचार भी है. सो अलग अलग प्रोसेसेस के लिए अलग अलग किए जाते हैं. बट एज यू आर डूइंग द पंचोपचार, एवरी सिंगल डे यू डू दैट. नाउ, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव प्रोक्योर्ड द नाग केसर? Many of you? Okay. All of those people, those who are going to do it in the prescribed way of the process. Okay. Sarani, like somebody will be sharing that photo or the image with you. You can get it online as well. So need not worry. It is available. Okay. I believe like in Canada also, it should be available, because I was checking it on international delivery systems. Okay. So you might get it. सो नाग केसर एक चीज है जो इसमें प्रमुख रूप से कार्य करेगा. क्या करना है आपको, क्या क्या चाहिए? आई हैव ऑल्सो टोल्ड अबाउट येलो क्लॉथ ऑफ 1 मीटर. उसको 2 खंड में कट कर दो. यू हैव टू कट इट इनटू 2 पीसेस, हाफ मीटर एंड हाफ मीटर. इन द मॉर्निंग व्हेन यू आर डन विद द पूजा, ओके, 2 घी दियास, यू हैव टू क्रिएट 2 घी दियास दैट यू हैव टू कैरी टू द टेम्पल. 2 घी के दिए, उसके अंदर भी मौली जो है उसको 2 धागे का, उसको फोल्ड करके 7 knots डालो उसमें. यू रिमेंबर हाउ आई टोल्ड लाइक व्हाई 7 knots आर रिक्वायर्ड? सो जस्ट होल्ड इट एंड यू फोल्ड, यू जस्ट रोटेट इट 7 times. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, इट हैज 7 knots इनटू दैट. क्लियर है? तो जो बाती जाएगा उसमें 7 knots होने चाहिए. क्रिएट 2 दियास. जरूरत नहीं है कि दिया इतना बड़ा हो, इतना सा दिया से भी काम चल जाएगा. इट शुड बी इनफ सो दैट व्हेन यू आर डूइंग द पूजा आउट देयर इन द शिवा टेम्पल, इट शुड बर्न दैट मच टाइम एट लीस्ट. तो उतना छोटा वाले दिए 2 ले लो. नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड इज व्हेन यू आर सिटिंग एंड यू आर डन विद द पूजा, यू जस्ट सिट, टेक अ लिटिल वाटर इन योर हैंड, और जल लेते हुए, I will come back Rishi bhai on that. So हाथ में थोड़ा जल ले लो. जल लेने के बाद मन के अंदर आपको you have to take the संकल्प. संकल्प क्या करना है आपको? What you are going to say? You have to start with your name, your parents' name, your gotra. क्या है विधि? क्या हुआ इसमें? Your name, your parents' name, your gotra. If you don't know the gotra, it is सर्वमंगल गोत्र. अगर आपको गोत्र के बारे में पता नहीं है तो सर्वमंगल गोत्र कह सकते हो आप. While holding this in your hand, this water should be there in your hand, right? The mudra that you should be doing is this. You see this initial 3 fingers touching. दिखाई दे रहा है? Is it clear? This first 3 fingers going touching and the ring finger and the little finger is open. So the water should be holding like this. हाथ में थोड़ा सा जल रह जाएगा. So you just keep this way. ये रखते हुए, while holding this water in your hand, think of the first, the Guru, then Ganapati. The same way I have told you to do the puja, right? So पहले किसको याद करना है? गुरु को याद करो, उसके बाद गणपति को याद करो, उसके बाद भैरव के रूप को याद करो. वो बटुक भैरव हो सकता है, वो धनाकर्षण भैरव हो सकता है, वो कोई भी स्वरूप का भैरव हो सकता है. But for you people, as you have been doing both धनाकर्षण भैरव and बटुक भैरव, just take their name. कोई मंत्र पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. Just you are holding it, you are thinking about the Guru, you are thinking about Ganapati, you are thinking about Bhairava, you are thinking about your Ishta Devi or Devata. Just take their name. Then comes whose name? Then comes the name of Sadashiva and Parvati. Then comes whose name? Then comes the name of Lakshmi and Narayana. Then comes whose name? The Navagrahas. And finally, in order, you should not be missing out any name. So, Sarva Deva Devibhyo means all gods and goddesses. It does not matter in which language you are saying it. All that matters is your intention behind it. आप इन सारे लोगों को साक्षी बना के, means becoming the witness that you are taking this sankalpa. And now you say, for this कार्य सिद्धि, इस कार्य की सिद्धि के लिए मैं ये कर रहा हूं. Whether it is related to health, wealth, anything in your life. कर्म के कटने के लिए, यहां तक कि इसके अंदर वंश की वृद्धि मतलब पुत्र पौत्र लाभ के लिए भी इसके अंदर मान्यता है. So whichever thing, whatever way you want to do that, just hold it, tell this, for this I am going to do it and I am going to chant 8 or 16, whatever. But mind you, if you did 8 today, 16 tomorrow, and then say third day I have already done 16, so it should be compensated, it does not work that way. You take whatever count you choose. If you have taken 8, you have to do 8. You do more than that, no problem. But if you have said 8 means 8, today 16, tomorrow 8, parso, or you don't do that. So as you go through the mantra, you decide how many times you want to do that. Clear hai? So these many times I am going to chant this mantra and for this purpose. So all these people, those who I have thought of, please help me to complete this process. And finally, put it onto the floor saying Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya 3 times. Is it clear? So you take the water in your hand, you tell your name first, then you say the name of your parents, then you take the Gotra name, then you invoke all the deities that you do as in a puja. Then while holding that water, just say that for this purpose I am doing this puja. Please help me complete this, and then Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Clear? As somebody, if you can write it down and post it in the group, I will be very, very thankful to you, or else I have to type it again. Is it clear till this time? And mind, remember, you are sitting either on a red or a yellow mat and you are wearing a yellow cloth. If you are not able to wear a complete yellow cloth, just put something that is yellow on your shoulder. एक पल्लू डाल सकते हो, एक चद्दर डाल सकते हो, whatever. It is a yellow color is a mandate in this. Okay. After that, you start chanting the mantra. आप मंत्र का जाप करना शुरू करते हो. एक बात, before taking this entire thing, वो जो नाग केसर है ना, a handful of, पूरा मुट्ठी भर के लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, little bit, handful of. You keep that nag kesar on a yellow cloth. सामने मैंने कहा था 2 yellow cloth चाहिए आपको. So on 1 yellow cloth, put a handful of nag kesar on that. After that, you take the sankalp and you start chanting the mantra for 8 times or 16 times. जैसे ये मंत्र खत्म होता है, keep a lota. These things you can keep ready before your puja itself. एक जल का पात्र रखो जिसमें लोटे में पानी है. If you put Ganga Jal into that, it is good. If you can mix any kind of chandan or any kind of scented thing into that, बहुत अच्छा होता है. If you can put a piece of jaggery or mishri in that, that is also good. Because ये सारे चीजें बहुत ही अच्छा कार्य कर सकते हैं. Either jaggery or mishri. If you are putting mishri also, it works absolutely perfect. छोटा सा टुकड़ा, ये नहीं कि ये बड़ा सा डालना है. If you are capable enough, you are able to put a little milk into that, do that. मतलब कि I am not saying any additional thing, but the general thing that you carry when you go to a Shiva temple. Yes or no? So don't get complicated. मैं इसको एक एक करके बता रहा हूं तो complicated है नहीं है. शिव के मंदिर आप गए तो दूध लेके जाते हो, जल लेके जाते हो, जल में गंगा जल डालते हो, उसमें चंदन मिलाते हो, पुष्प लेके जाते हो, दिया धूप लेके जाते हो, नहीं जाते. This is the general thing that you do. So I am also saying keep all these things ready, but the only specific things are if you are able to put mishri in that water, it works amazingly. Okay. Now, once your jap is done, आपने पूजा कर लिया, मतलब आपका जाप खत्म हुआ. अब क्या करना है? सामने जो नाग केसर है, the नाग केसर that you have kept on the yellow cloth, take it and tie a knot. उसको एक गांठ बांध दो. And now 2 diyas are required, little flower and agarbatti, all those things that you want to do puja, मतलब अभिषेक करना है या तो शिव के ऊपर जल चढ़ाना है, जैसे किसी भी तरीके से आप करना चाहते हो उस तरीके का चीजें रेडी रखो. Now you carry everything along with you and you start for the temple. Before going to the temple, when you are crossing over the main door of your house, वो लोटे में जो जल है ना, just touch that to the top of your door. डोर का जो ऊपर का जो बॉर्डर होता है, द बॉर्डर ऑफ द डोर, क्या कहते हैं उसको, चौखट, उसके ऊपर छूना है, नीचे नहीं छूना है. ओके. You remember the same process we did during this Holika Dahan. You should not be stepping on that. You should be crossing it over. But you just touch it once. मतलब वो लोटा उसको छूना चाहिए. It should touch the top of the frame of the door. And then you get into the, you go for the temple. मंदिर जाके अंदर से ही भाई, बाहर से नहीं. Because when you are stepping out, you should not be looking back. You should directly go to the temple. Now when you go to the temple, मंदिर जाने के बाद क्या करना है? The way you do शिव की पूजा, जैसे जैसे करते हो वैसे कर लो. जल चढ़ा दो. हाँ, एक काम करना, उनको जैसे ही मंदिर जाते हो उसको ओपन करके सामने रख दो. You just keep that yellow cloth open and do all the puja, and finally put all the नाग केसर on Shiva. शिव के ऊपर पूरे के पूरे नाग केसर जितना आप लेके गए थे वो सारे डाल दो. And once your puja is done, while you are going down, pray for what reason you are doing this, and then take a few of them back. वो नाग केसर के थोड़े से वापस लेके आना है आपको. Means a few seeds of नाग केसर. You take it back. Put it into the yellow cloth, tie it, return back home. Your process is done. Now where you have to keep this cloth, जिसमें नाग केसर है, जो शिव के ऊपर चढ़ाने के बाद जो वापस लाए हो, it should go into a place where you keep your money or assets or whatever you call it, जहां पे धन धान्य की चीजों को रखते हो, लॉकर हो या अलमारा हो, अलमीरा हो या संदूक हो, कुछ भी हो, you keep it there. Now this potli will be there inside that from now. The next day you go, now you have another cloth, एक yellow cloth, मैंने इसीलिए second cloth बोला था. Do the same process. Bring it back and open that potli and put all the things that you have brought it from back from the Shiva temple. Means वही नाग केसर जो वापस लाए हो उस पोटली में डाल के उसको बांध के रख दो. The other cloth should be repeated every day. You don't need another cloth. Only इसलिए 2 कपड़े चाहिए. एक पहले दिन जाएगा, the first day it will be taken and it will be brought and kept in the locker, and from the next day on the same cloth will be repeated for the next 29 days. And I don't know whether it should be 30 days or 39 days or 31 days or 32 days. because we have to see when the next Shivratri is. Just like last time it was 18th of Feb and it came on 20th of March. So it is the same thing because February was 28 days anyways. So from this day, from tomorrow on till the next, you have to do that. Now, I can tell you one thing. If you do this in the prescribed way, wash करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, राजेश जी. You can use the same cloth every day. But every day, the Nag Kesar will be added into that potli that is there in your wardrobe or palang, like wherever you have kept that potli. And it should be left after the 30 days process is done. You just leave that potli and I will guide you what to do next once this 30-day process is done. One thing I can do, if I have to tell you, who knows if I meet you after 30 days or not. Now, if the process is completed, April 18th is the next Masik Shivratri. Well, thank you, Navni ji. So people will be doing less days, I believe. भगवान बचा लिया आपको, 2 दिन कम हो गया आपके लिए. From this Shivratri to that Shivratri, from 28 to it is coming 18, so good. But that is anyways 31 days this time. So you got a concession of 1 day. So after 30 days, what you should be doing? Once your sankalp is done, okay, facing east or northeast. You can sit facing east or northeast. Aditi ji, why don't you take some rest? So now, during this 30 days also, if you can feed any cows, especially the ones that are roaming around, bahar agar kahin mil gaya to, if you can feed. We have that privilege here, Deepika ji, so you people don't have that privilege out there. So if you can feed, if they are available in any kind of, if agar goshala hai ya kahin to bhi, koi bhi pashu ko khilao. अगर गाय या भैंस को खिलाते हो, it is good. अगर वो, if they are roaming ones, it is much better. Now there are 2 times to do it. Either you do it in the morning before 8, or you do it in the evening in the Godhul Bela. Reason क्या है? If you are going in the evening, अगर आप शाम में जाके करते हो ना, प्रॉब्लम ये होगा कि शिव के ऊपर जल चढ़ाने नहीं देंगे आपको. कई सारे मंदिरों में शाम के समय शिव के ऊपर जल नहीं चढ़ाते. सो बिना जल का अगर करना है, बिना जल चढ़ाए आपको अगर जनरली अलग पूजा करनी है, आप कर सकते हो, वो आपके ऊपर है. यू कैन स्टिल डू इट, लेकिन उसको गोधूल बेला में करो. नॉट इनटू द फार ऑफ द इवनिंग, बट जस्ट द इनिशियल पार्ट ऑफ द इवनिंग कर सकते हो आप. So we covered where to face, what are the ingredients, what should be done, the mantra I will be giving, that is the only thing that is left out. So I was saying after the completion of this, ये जब 30 days का completion होता है, okay Abhaji, then you can do it, no problem. Okay, so I will be taking up the questions. So let me just complete this because the questions are actually like, again, I'm diverting from what I was saying. So पहला एक है, आप किसी भी गाय या बैल को या भैंस को जो भी आपको मिले उसको खिला सकते हो. You can go to the pastures as you say, you can go to the, आप क्या कहते हो उसको, आजकल तो बहुत सारे ये खुल गए हैं ना, so where they are keeping the cows there, you can feed there also, so no problem. But the best is if it is a roaming one. If you don't find it, गौशाला में जाके आप दे सकते हो. Okay, so that is one thing that you can do. अगर चाहे तो एक अभिषेक करा सकते हो शिव जी का on the final day. कैसे भी शिवरात्रि का दिन होगा, अगर शिवरात्रि के दिन अभिषेक कराते हो तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. कल्याणी जी तो जनरली कराते ही है. You can do the same thing while beginning the process also. क्योंकि कल सोमवार है और you see how beautiful it has come. Being a Monday, being a Shivratri, if you are able to do a छोटा सा भी अगर प्रोसेस शिव के पास कर सकते हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. ओके. एंड व्हाट एल्स you can do? You can feed someone, you can help someone. ये सब चीजें कर लो. Anything that you makes you feel good. Okay. So these are the prescribed. बहुत प्रोसेस लंबा नहीं है, बहुत छोटा सा प्रक्रिया है ये. So all these things you can do. Okay. हाँ, उस पुजारी जो आपके मंदिर में जो पूजा किया है या आप जिसके पूजा कराते हो, आप उसको दान दक्षिणा दे दो. और हमारे से मुक्त होने के लिए शिव के मंदिर में हमारे लिए आपका कार्य होने के बाद एक दिया जला देना. यू जस्ट लाइट अप दिया ऑन माय नेम दैट ओके, हमको जिनसे ये प्राप्त हुआ है उनका हमारा कोई भी ऋण ना रहे, इसके लिए हम ये दिया जला देते हैं. आई एम हैप्पी विद दैट. ओके. सो दैट्स व्हाट यू कैन डू. वी डोंट नीड एनीथिंग अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट. बट आई ओनली आस्क वन थिंग फ्रॉम यू. Do this with utmost devotion, because I know how it works. I know what kind of impact it can create in your lives. So please do it so that you become someone who speaks about this to other people. और हाँ, mind you, don't teach by taking money from them. उनको भी वही बोलना, जिस दिन आप किसी को सिखाते हो ना, उनको भी यही बोलना कि भाई मेरे नाम पे एक दिया जला दे. किसके नाम पे? आपके नाम पे. Because they are learning it from you. मैंने ये आपको दे दिया, अब आप इसके साथ क्या करते हो आपके हाथ में है. Is all yours. Okay. So now just close your eyes and I will just chant the mantra once, and after that I will take the question and answers. If you can, yeah. So good. Kamlendra ji, I would request everyone to please raise their hand so that I can take the questions one by one after I complete this chanting. So how you want to listen to this chanting is up to you. You can close your eyes to listen to that. You can open your eyes. You can think of Shiva. You can go into meditation. You can go into trance. You can sleep off. Whatever way you want to listen to this. Because anyways, I'm going to share this mantra again into the group in a word format so that everybody gets it. But if you are sleeping, that kind of result you will get. And if you are listening with utmost devotion, that kind of result you will get. So it's all yours. So this is easily available. If you go and type it in Google also, you will find it. I'm telling it upfront, but the process is not there. So ये क्या नाम है इस मंत्र का? दारिद्र दहन शिव स्तोत्र. So Daridra Dahan Shiva Stotram. Om Visvesvaraya Narakarnavataranaya Karnamritaya Sashiseka Dharanaya Karpurakanti Dhabalaya Jatadharaya Daridraya Dukkha Dahanaya Namah Shivaya Gauri Priyaya Rajani Sakala Dharaya Kalantakaya Bhujagadhi Pankaja Kankanaya Gangadharaya Gajaraja Vimardhanaya Daridraya Dukkha Dahanaya Namah Shivaya Bhakti Priyaya Bhavarog Bhayapahaya Ugraya Dukkha Bhavasagar Taranaya Jyotirmaya Gunanama Sunityakaya Daridraya Dukkha Dahanaya Namah Shivaya Charmambaraya Sava Bhasma Bilepanaya Phalekshanaaya Manikundala Manditaya Manjirapada Yugalaya Jatadharaya Daridraya Dukkha Dahanaya Namah Shivaya पंचाननाय फणिराज विभूषणाय हेमांशुकाय भवनत्रय मंडिताय आनंद भूमि वरदाय तमोपहाय दारिद्र्य दुःख दहनाय नमः शिवाय भानुप्रियाय फणिराज विभूषणाय हेमाशुकाय भुवनत्रय मंडिताय आनंद भूमि वरदाय तमोपहाय दारिद्र्य दुःख दहनाय नमः शिवाय राम प्रियाय रघुनाथ वरप्रदाय नाग प्रियाय नरकार्णवतारणाय पुष्यस्य पुण्यस्य पुण्य भरिताय सुराचिताय दारिद्र्य दुःख दहनाय नमः शिवाय then comes मुक्तिस्वराय फलदाय गणेश्वराय गीत प्रियाय वृषभेश्वर नाथाय मातंग चर्म वसनाय महेश्वराय दारिद्र दुःख दहनाय नमः शिवाय वसिष्ठेन कृतं स्तोत्रम सर्वरोग निवारणम सर्वसंपत्करं शीघ्रं पुत्रपौत्रादिधर्णनं त्रिसन्ध्याय पठो नित्यं स हि स्वर्गमावाप्नोयात् इति श्री वसिष्ठ विरचितं दारिद्र्य दहन स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम. So this is the mantra and this you have to do 8 times. So it will take a minimum of 4 into 8 or 3 into 8. So 20 से 25 मिनट यही लग जाएंगे. But I chanted it in a slow way. You can speed it up, but don't mess up with the words. Even I think like I missed something in between. So please slowly करना इसे. एक बाय एक पढ़ के कर लो. But is it easy to chant or not? Don't worry, it is very easy. अगर आप एक बार सुन लोगे 2 बार इसको आप इसी if you take this particular way of chanting, no, it will be easy for you to chant. नहीं तो you will be lost in the transition of the words. But there is no rush, there is nothing to be running. और किस तरीके से इसको करना है? आप वाचिक कर सकते हो, कायिक कर सकते हो, या तो उपांशु में रूप में कर सकते हो. But what I suggest is, even if you are not able to chant it loud, chant it within yourself. Means sirf the lips should be fluttering. Upamsu jise kehte ho aap. So you just do that while doing that. Okay? So can you do this? और ये मैं ये मंत्र का जो word document है वो भी post कर दूंगा. And if you want a reference of this song also, there are many songs available on YouTube as well for this. But it is not about just the mantra, it is about the process that you are adding to that. नाग केसर का इस्तेमाल बहुत ही rarest of the rarest processes में होता है. You saw that we did that in the Shivratri process. And now I am asking you to do this in this process. Because it has a very, very specific quality that can enhance each and every part of your life. Okay? So this is all about that. Now I will take up the questions so that I can clear up all the doubts that you have. So please, all of you, those who have any kind of doubt or questions, please raise your hands, because in the message, it is scrolling up. I'm not able to get them clearly. Okay. So one by one, I will. So Haribhai, can you please help me?
Please, Kamendra ji, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव.
प्रणाम कमलेंद्र जी.
गुरुदेव, आज के प्रोसेस में तो कोई डाउट नहीं है, सब क्लियर है. एक्चुअली कल 2 प्रोसेस और करने थे मेरे को.
ओके.
एक तो वो माला का शुरू करना है.
ओके.
और एक मेरे को कल भभूत बनानी है.
ओके.
तो मैं यही पूछ रहा था कि ये जो कल मैं प्रोसेस करूंगा भभूत का, स्पेशली। तो उसके लिए मेरे को जब हम यज्ञ करेंगे तो उसमें कुछ आहुति भी देनी है घी की? नहीं।
आप चाहे तो अगर आप कर रहे हो तो घी ऐड कर सकते हो, उसमें गोगुल ऐड कर सकते हो। ठीक है, आप कैसे भी, आपको लकड़ी मिल गई है?
हाँ,
या
लकड़ी तो है मेरे पास में।
ओके, सो देन पोर अ लिटिल घी इनटू दैट। ज्यादा मत दो, क्योंकि नहीं तो क्या हो जाएगा, इट विल, नथिंग विल बी लेफ्ट आउट इन दैट। बट एनीवेज, अगर गाय का घी यूज करते हो तो ही करो।
नहीं, गाय का ही है।
हाँ, तो देन यू कैन पुट आहुति इन दैट, बट यू नो द मंत्र व्हाइल डूइंग दैट, राइट? तो
ठीक।
बोलते बोलते कर लो, इट इज डन, सो यू कैन
ओके।
यूज दैट।
ओके।
और उसको क्या करना है, वंस यू आर डन विद दैट, एक सफेद कपड़े में, इन ए व्हाइट क्लॉथ, put that entire thing and then shake it so that the real powder comes out of it.
बिल्कुल।
Okay, so you can keep that and use it from here on.
ओके।
Okay.
अच्छा, दूसरा गुरुदेव, जैसे 3-4 लोगों का करना है मेरे को कल।
Oh my God.
अब यही मेरे को पूछना था कि जैसे हम पंचामृत में डालेंगे माला, तो एक-एक करके, एक-एक कंप्लीट करके करूं, या एक साथ माला सारी एक साथ डाल के धो के फिर रख दूं? नहीं,
For
अलग।
every person it should be different.
ओके।
सबके लिए अलग अलग। अच्छा हुआ कमलेंद्र जी, मुझे लग रहा है आप मेरे जैसे ही होगे, मतलब पूरे कम्युनिटी के लिए एक ही बार 4 लोगों के लिए आप माला जब करोगे। So you must have taken a holiday tomorrow, I believe.
या क्योंकि पूरा उसमें प्रोसेस में मैंने देखा था, करीब करीब नहीं तो 7-8 घंटे पूरा लग जाएगा, अगर 4 का भी करते हैं तो।
What could be a better thing? जीवन के लिए, पैसे कमाने के लिए तो रोज 12-12 घंटे चले गए।
बिल्कुल।
एक बार भी अगर हम बैठ के उनके लिए एक 8 घंटा बिताते तो क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गया? लोगों को वहां दिखता है कि मैं 8 घंटा बिता दिया, 40, 50, 60 साल बिता दिए पैसे कमाने के, वो किसी को नहीं दिखाई देते। चप्पल घिस जाते, वो किसी को दिखाई नहीं देते। भगवान का नाम लेते हुए घिस जाते, बोलते हैं।
बिल्कुल।
बोले कितने माला करो, मेरे हाथ घिस गए। मैं बोला अच्छा, चप्पल नहीं घिसे तेरे।
बस यही मेरे को 2 वो थे, बाकी तो कोई नहीं।
सो ओके, फाइन,
थैंक
यू
यू,
गो अहेड विद दैट।
थैंक
अब
यू।
मैं उसके ऊपर और 2 चीजें ऐड कर देता हूँ ना फिर।
बताइए, बताइए।
कैसे भी नवरात्र शुरू होने वाले हैं वैसे।
हाँ, वो तो है ही है। चैत्र नवरात्र 2 दिन बाद में।
No. Earlier, somebody was asking me, इतने सारे processes. You know why I give so many processes? Whenever this is empty, it starts thinking about negativity.
Absolutely.
Okay, like there is a quote, Kamlendra ji, na, ki idle mind is a devil's workshop.
Absolutely.
I have added one more line. Idle mind, if idle mind is a devil's workshop, a silent mind is a God's temple.
Absolutely.
So either you are idle or you are silent. So when you are doing this chanting of mantra, at least you will not be going there and thinking, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ. So मैं भी ये देखना चाहता हूं कि आप पूरे विचार लाते कैसे हो. How are you able to even bring negativity into you? इतने मंत्र दे दूंगा कि दिन भर वही चलते रहेंगे. And for many people, अजाप अजाप चलते जा रहा है, चलते जा रहा है, चलते जा रहा है, चलते जा रहा है. Even they don't want to, it is going on. तो ये अच्छी बात है, बुरी बात है. I thinking about people and I thinking about God. We all remember that whatever you see throughout the day becomes the fabric of your dream. Whatever you do throughout your life becomes the fabric of your next birth or liberation. So if your entire life has become like that, you are chanting that mantra on its own. The mantra, you are no more chanting. आपको बैठ के करने की जरूरत नहीं है. It is going on. तो क्या होगा? उस समय में आपको याद करना पड़ेगा मंत्र का, या मंत्र अपने आप चलेगा. यहां पे कहा जाता है मंत्र यंत्र बन गया. Means the mantra itself has become the machine, the mechanism which will liberate you. यहां पे मंत्र यंत्र बन जाता है. तब आप क्या बनते हो? The body that is doing that and the soul that is witnessing it becomes the tantra. इसलिए योगिक कल्चर में बहुत सारे चीजों की व्याख्या की गई है। तो जो आप मंत्र तंत्र यंत्र कहते हो, दिस इज ऑल्सो यू, आप ही के द्वारा परिचालित होती है। बट नाउ यू पीपल आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि व्हाई ए मंत्र कन्वर्ट्स इटसेल्फ इनटू ए यंत्र, बिकॉज ए मंत्र इज ए सूक्ष्म चीज, वो सूक्ष्म है देवता का। यंत्र एक स्थूल है, इट इज देयर, एंड व्हेन इट इज inculcated into this body of yours, it is a moving God, a breathing God, a life God. ये होती है प्रक्रियाएं। आप जैसे जैसे सीखते जाओगे वैसे वैसे बताते जाएंगे आप। सो अनफोल्डिंग इज स्टिल, लॉट इज देयर। अगर आप अभी भी सोचते हो मैंने सब कुछ बता दिया, आई एम स्टार्टिंग।
अभी तो बहुत कुछ है,
बहुत कुछ है,
बहुत कुछ। जब गुरुदेव ये वीडियो सुन के कोई आज कल प्रोसेस करना चाहे तो कर सकता है, जैसे अगर ये मैं किसी को फॉरवर्ड करूं,
दे कैन, नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट, दिस इज नॉट रेस्ट्रिक्टेड, दिस आर नॉट, इसीलिए मैंने कहा ना आप भी सिखा सकते हो, दैट्स व्हाट आई गिव दैट टू यू। बट लेकिन गलत मार्ग में मत सिखाना, गलत रास्ते में नहीं लेके जाना उन लोगों को।
नहीं, सही बात।
क्योंकि कमलेंद्र जी, मंत्र गुरु से क्यों लिया जाता है? गुरु मंत्र तो हर जगह पे अवेलेबल है, फिर गुरु देने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है? अधिकारी जो होता है अगर वो देता है तब वो कार्य करता है।
बिल्कुल।
इट इज जस्ट लाइक I don't have anything in my bank account, but I give a check to you of $1 million. क्या होगा? चेक तो लिख दूंगा, साइन भी कर दूंगा, आप लेके भी जाओगे, क्या होगा? बाउंस होगा। Because there is nothing in that bank to take.
बिल्कुल।
तो इसीलिए पहले अधिकारी बनो, मीन्स यू शुड रीच टू दैट प्लेस। वो अधिकारी कब बनते हो? जब आप उसके ऊपर प्रयोग करके आप उसके ऊपर आ जाते हो। When you become the master of that, then you are ready to give it to somebody else. मेरे पास ही नहीं, मैं दूं क्या?
सही बात है।
तो अधिकारी बनो सारे चीजों का। और ये सारे प्रक्रियाएं जो मैं आपसे कराता हूँ, so that someday you become that. Because it's a very bold statement. I always keep on saying that, Kamlendra ji. Yesterday also when I was talking to the entire family of Saroja ji, I was telling the same thing, that you have met one of the most dangerous person, because who will not allow you to go as a human anymore from this planet. My entire goal is not to make you see God. I want you to be the God. And if you are not that material, please find your way other place, not here. क्योंकि मैं इंसानों को इंसान बना के रखना नहीं चाहता, मैं उनके अंदर वो दिव्यता भर देना चाहता हूँ. If I am wrong in that, I am accepting that. It's up to you. But that is my entire motto. और मैं आपके अंदर वो सारे भर के ही रहूंगा अगर आप मेरे साथ बैठते हो तो.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
So thank you, Kamlendra ji. Anything else?
Thanks. No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Rani, please unmute yourself.
Okay, my question is really pretty simple. Just was wondering about the yellow cloth. Does it need to be a particular type of cloth?
For the process that you are saying, like for this Nagkeshar? Yeah, it's any kind of a small little piece of cloth would do. No problem with that.
Oh, like it could be silky, it could be...
Yeah, it can be silk, it can be cotton.
Matter? Okay.
Yeah, it can be cotton, no problem. But if it is a cotton, it's a much better way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Pure. Sure. And so
No
then the
problem.
other thing was, if I'm going to do this at home and I'm going to create a Shiva ling at home, should I buy a Shiva ling or make one?
No. I will help you with that, because the problem that you might be facing out there is no nearby temple would be available. So what you can do for that is, like, you can just create a Shiva ling out of clay. Right?
Okay.
So you just create a out of clay. No, like, nobody is going to give you a award for that you made it well or not. But all that it is, when you create that, you just create it in such a form like you are literally making it up. And literally he is working through your hands to make that up. That's how you should do it.
Okay. So when you make the Shiva ling, you've got to make the the
Snake
thing
on the
to
with that.
pour as though you were going to pour water and milk and stuff. You have to have that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. In that case, that's going to be a bit of a challenge for you. So what you do is you don't
Really?
take a full lota of water, like not just you take a little bit of a small vessel or something, and you just pour a little bit with the spoon on that. So in that
Okay.
case, for you, it would work.
I've
right?
got the spoon for my puja.
Yeah, yeah, sure. That would work perfectly.
That's perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
good. And then I guess the other question was, since I'm going to be doing it at home,
Okay.
should I be doing it only in my home?
Yeah.
As
Okay.
opposed to my partner's home, because I'm here like 3 days a week and I'm there 4 days a week. So
Okay.
I guess I would be just doing it here.
That is much better. So I have to say one thing, Rani, like where do you want that affluence to flow? In this house or in that house? So if you think like at your partner's house, you want to do that, you can start the entire process there. If you want that process to be done at your home, see, after doing the process, you can go. There is no problem with that.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but wherever you want that affluence to happen, you should be doing in that zone. That's where I call it as the kshetra, means that zone that we call as.
Okay. And then the other thing is the bit about when you're coming back from the temple, putting it on the door. Do you still do that part of it if you're doing it in your own home?
In your case, if you can put that Shivlinga outside of your home and do that process, it's perfectly fine. But if in your case, we have to give a leeway out there. So in such case, what you do is you just take that water touch to the top of the frame of the door, main door, right? So you just step out and then return back and do the process at your home.
Okay.
Because I believe like the weather is really not conducive to do that outside as well.
Not yet. No.
Yeah.
No.
So in that case, you have to get it done inside your
only
home.
going out for a little bit to throw a little bit of rice
Yeah, I
on
got
a
it.
few other things.
So I could see like what is happening out there. Yeah, the weather is terrible out there.
Yeah,
So-
we've had a lot of snow and ice storms and all of that.
Yeah, got it. So in that case, you just do it at your
Daridra.
home. So still, it's all that.
So
You
the
not
door,
coming. One thing,
the
Rani, like
outside of, because I'm in an apartment building, so would I
Okay.
do it on the door as you come into the building,
Yeah,
or my
to
apartment
your
door?
home, to your room, that when you're entering inside your house,
Okay.
inside your room, then when you are entering, that is the main door for you, not the apartment door. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what
Okay,
I
got
thought.
it.
I know in the summer I could, like, if it were nice weather, I could do on the balcony things.
Absolutely. We get that because I have seen like what's happening out there, the kind of climate that you have out there.
Oh, it's
all-
dramatic. It's really
Yeah,
dramatic.
absolutely. But the good thing is like, the good thing that I can see is we being here from this culture, we are still thinking how are we going to do it, but you are still trying to find a way how you will do it anyhow.
Like,
So
yeah,
that's
you have to be
something that
sometimes if I'm supposed to do something outside, I can't do it outside.
get that.
I
So don't worry,
open
if
the
anything
window.
as such, yeah, Rani.
You
So if anything as such, especially related to the spiritual realm, if there are certain things you want to do, but you are not able to do that because of the circumstances or the situations out there, just get in touch with me. I will guide you in some or other way which you can do that. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you.
It's mostly intention.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So, like, if you can't go outside at the end of it, when you do your prayers, just say, well, thank you for helping me do this, and any mistakes I've made or anything I've not been able to do, just
She's telling all that we do generally in any of the puja.
Yeah, you do. That's because you can always make mistakes even when you've done it many
Wow.
times.
So thank you so much. But here people think they cannot do any mistake ever. God can do mistakes, but they won't.
Even gods can make mistakes.
So that's why we call them as demigods. Okay. So thank you so much. And I wish like very well to you. And I just pray and bless you that you do it in the most amazing way that you can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rani. Abadi, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम गुरुजी।
प्रणाम आभा जी। हम तो
गुरुजी
कभी कभी सोचते हैं हमारे सारे लोग आपके घर के पास होते तो हमारी सारी तकलीफें दूर हो जाती।
क्यों गुरुजी?
क्योंकि आपने कहा कि आपके मंदिर में जो शिवलिंग है उसके ऊपर शाम में भी जल चढ़ाने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
हाँ, हमारे यहाँ नहीं, ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती कुछ भी। कभी भी जाके पूजा कर लो, वो तो 24 आठों पैर तैयार रहते हैं।
चलो।
हाँ गुरुजी, एक बीच में थोड़ा नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम आ गई थी तो मैं काफी सारा पार्ट मिस कर गई थी, तो मैं थोड़ा सा कल कंफर्म करना चाहती हूँ कि एक तो
ओके
ये नाग केसर जो लेके जाना है,
ओके
उसको वापस कैसे लाना है, जो कपड़े में बांधना है?
ओके। आपने
जो
वो जो नागकेसर जो मुट्ठी भर का जो लेके गए वो
जी
आपको उसके ऊपर चढ़ाना है, शिवलिंग के ऊपर चढ़ाना है, राइट?
ठीक है, ठीक है।
आप जब शिवलिंग के ऊपर वो नागकेसर चढ़ा देते हो, पूजा संपूर्ण खत्म होने के बाद जब प्रार्थना कर देते हो, मतलब आरती धूप दीप प्रसाद जो भी चढ़ाना है चढ़ा दिए।
जी जी जी।
उसके बाद आप जब प्रार्थना करते हो, प्रार्थना करने के बाद उसमें से थोड़े से, मतलब मुट्ठी भर गया था ना,
हाँ
उसमें से
जी।
6-7 दाने उठा लेना है।
अच्छा
वही येलो कपड़ा जो आप साथ में लेके गए थे ना, जिसमें बांध के उसे लेके गए थे, उसी के अंदर
अच्छा
रख दो। उसको बांध
अच्छा।
के घर लेके आ जाओ वापस।
ठीक है। और
उसको
फिर
लेके
दूसरे दिन? हाँ
दूसरे दिन क्या करना है, और एक दूसरा कपड़ा रखा हूं ना, मैंने कहा ना 2
हाँ
येलो
जी
कपड़े
हाँ जी
चाहिए। तो
हाँ जी
ये
हाँ
जो
जी।
पोटली बन गई ये तो आपके लॉकर में चला गया।
ठीक है।
ठीक है।
हाँ जी।
दूसरे दिन वो दूसरे कपड़े में आपको बांध के लेके जाना है मंदिर,
हाँ
उसी में लेके आना है। फिर उसको घर आने के बाद उसको खोल दे के इसके अंदर से निकाल के वो पोटली के अंदर उसको ऐड कर देना है। मतलब एवरी
अच्छा
डे द पोटली विल बी द
ठीक है।
नागकेसर विल
30
बी
डेज।
एडेड टू द मेन पोटली।
ठीक है, 30 डेज का पूरा स्टोर कर लें।
पूरा का पूरा
अच्छा
स्टोर होगा उसके अंदर।
अच्छा। और गुरुजी गाय को क्या खिलाना है? सब
गाय को
पूछ रहे
आप
हैं
कुछ
गाय।
भी खिला सकते हो, नो उसमें
नहीं
कोई
इसमें,
प्रिस्क्राइब्ड।
नहीं इसमें पूछ रहे थे ना, गाय को खिलाना है, उसके गोदा उसमें दे दें, तो क्या चीज देनी है, कैसे, ये तो मैं सब मिस कर गई थी।
नहीं, इसमें से कोई, मतलब उसके बारे में कोई प्रिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है। आप रोटी खिला सकते हो, आप घास खिला सकते हो, आप कुछ भी खिला सकते हो, वॉट एवर।
मतलब खिलाना जरूरी है गाय को फिर 30 दिन तक तो?
अगर अगर खिला सको तो इट इज गुड।
अच्छा अच्छा। ठीक है। और गुरुजी ये जो लोटे में जो हम चावल, फूल, दूध, मिश्री, और तो चावल भी डाल सकते हैं?
चावल की जरूरत नहीं है उसमें, क्योंकि अक्षत का उसके अंदर व्याख्या नहीं है।
अच्छा ठीक है।
लेकिन अगर आप चढ़ाना चाहते हो, नो प्रॉब्लम है
हम्म,
दैट। आपके
चावल।
मन से अगर चढ़ा सकते हो तो नो प्रॉब्लम।
हाँ, चावल तो चलो वैसे ही चढ़ा दें, कोई बात नहीं। अच्छा गुरुजी, और वो क्या नाम है, एक सेकंड, एक सेकंड।
हाँ जी।
तो हम लोटा ले जाते हैं ना यहाँ से जल लेके, तो अंदर
ओके,
से ही जब बाहर निकलते हैं तभी हम चौखट पे स्पर्श कराएं उसको?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मतलब घर से बाहर कदम रखने से पहले उसको टच करा दीजिए पहले, उसके
हाँ।
बाद आपका पैर बाहर रखिए।
अच्छा, तो जो मेरा रेजिडेंस है उसकी चौखट पे है, जो हम रेजिडेंस से बाहर निकलते वो, या जो बाहर का जो एरिया है जो बिल्कुल वहां रोड पर निकलते हैं उस चौखट पर टच कराना?
नहीं नहीं, आपके घर से, मतलब आप अगर आपके
बड़े।
रेसिडेंस से बाहर जब निकलते हो ना, उस पर टच करा के निकालो।
अच्छा अच्छा।
मतलब जहां आप रहते हो। ओके।
ठीक है ठीक है
मतलब
ठीक है
जिस
ठीक है।
रूम में आप रहते हो, जिस घर में आप मतलब
हाँ
प्रचलन
ठीक है।
करते हो,
मैन
उसमें।
चौखट से स्पर्श करा के, ऊपर की साइड
बिल्कुल
स्पर्श करा के,
बिल्कुल
फिर भरा
बिल्कुल
हुआ जल का लोटा ले जाना है ना?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
अच्छा गुरुजी, और इसमें जो संकल्प में आपने बोला है
हम्म।
कि मतलब, और ये संकल्प में हम सिर्फ शिव की प्रीति के लिए बोल दें तो चलेगा?
बहुत अच्छी बात है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
इतना
इट इज
ही बस?
रियली गुड।
द
मतलब आप सीधा
दारिद्र्य।
राजा को पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हो।
हाँ तो गुरुजी, मैं संकल्प में वैसे भी थोड़ा मेरा सकाम नहीं होता है, निष्काम संकल्प करती हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है कि मैं ऐसे ही कर दूं।
बिल्कुल कर लीजिए।
ठीक है गुरुजी, ठीक है, थैंक यू गुरुजी। बहुत बहुत
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद। प्रणाम गुरुजी,
धन्यवाद
बस
आभाजी,
मेरा सब
प्रणाम।
क्लियर हो गया।
चलो, थैंक यू।
ठीक है,
थैंक
थैंक
यू
यू।
बाबा जी।
थैंक यू हरी भाई।
नरेश जी प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
हेलो।
हाँ नरेश जी यू कैन गो अहेड।
हाँ नमस्कार, नमस्कार गुरु जी और सभी लोगों
नमस्कार।
को नमस्कार। हम ब्रह्मास्मि।
हम
गुरु जी
ब्रह्मास्त्र।
मेरा एक था, जो 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 दीपक हम लेके जाते हैं दो,
हम्म।
वहीं पे लिंग के पास छोड़ के आ सकते
छोड़
हैं?
दीजिए। हाँ,
मिट्टी का।
वो क्योंकि मिट्टी का दिया लेके जा रहे हो ना, तो वो उसको वहीं
हाँ
छोड़ देना है मंदिर में।
मैं सोचा क्योंकि वहां पे छोड़ने से अच्छा रहेगा।
हाँ हाँ, नहीं नहीं, यू हैव टू लीव इट देयर ओनली। उसको घर वापस लाने की जरूरत नहीं, मिट्टी का इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ, ले लो।
अच्छा वो ले गया।
ठीक है।
अच्छा और एक था गुरु जी, ये
हम्म।
प्रोसेस जो पूरा है वो घर में करके वहां जाके वो पानी डाल के वो कर सकते हैं, या वो मंत्र जो पढ़ना है उधर ही पढ़ना है?
मंत्र आपको घर में पढ़ना है। अगर आप वहां जाके मंत्र फिर से पढ़ते हो, नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट, लेकिन जल चढ़ाते हुए नमः शिवाय करके चढ़ा दो, उतना ही है।
हाँ वही,
ओके,
वो जल चढ़ाना और अपना नाग केसरी चढ़ाना, दीपक करना, वो सब वहां कर सकते
वहां
हैं,
से कर
बाकी
सकते
मंत्र सब घर पे करके जा
हो। घर
सकते
के
हैं।
कारण क्या है, क्योंकि आप किस जगह की ऊर्जा बदलना चाहते हो?
सर
कि घर की ऊर्जा बदलनी है ना,
हाँ
द
सर,
प्लेस
ये
दैट यू आर
थोड़ा
स्टेइंग।
हेल्थ का प्रॉब्लम सा रहा है ना, इश्यू।
तो अगर हाँ, तो अब एक चीज बता देना चाहता हूं, जिनके साथ हेल्थ का प्रॉब्लम है,
हाँ सर।
अगर उसके लिए करना चाहते तो इसमें और एक चीज लगेगा। देर इज वन स्पेसिफिक थिंग दैट हैज टू बी एडेड टू दिस प्रोसेस,
हाँ गुरु जी।
स्पेशली इफ यू आर डूइंग इट फॉर हेल्थ रिलेटेड इश्यूज। इसके
हाँ गुरु।
लिए जो बेल का फूल, सॉरी फल होता है ना, जिसे बेल कहते हो आप, बेल का पेड़ में बेल का पत्ता तो लेते हो, उसमें फल लगता है।
बेल बोले?
बेल पत्र जो आप चढ़ाते हो शिव के ऊपर, वो जो
हाँ
पेड़
वो,
में जो फल
अच्छा,
लगता है,
हाँ।
उसे
हाँ
भी
सर।
बेल कहते हैं। ठीक है,
हाँ
एक्चुअली वो फ्रूट के नाम से उस पेड़ का नाम है, बेल का पेड़ कहा जाता है।
हाँ सर।
तो
हाँ गुरु।
उसको एलिफेंट एप्पल ऐसा कुछ बोलते हैं हरि भाई, एलिफेंट
हाँ,
एप्पल या ड्राई या एलिफेंट एप्पल कुछ बोलते हैं उसे इंग्लिश में।
अब मैं उनसे पूछ लूंगा गुरु जी।
हाँ, वो मिल जाएगा आपको। उसका जो
अच्छा,
गुदा होता है, मीन्स द पल्प ऑफ दैट,
ओके गुरु जी।
नॉट विद द एंटायर फ्रूट।
फ्रूट,
फ्रूट को तोड़ के उसका पल्प ही निकाल के चढ़ाना है।
वो हर रोज चढ़ाना है गुरु जी?
अगर रोज चढ़ा सकते हो तो बहुत अच्छी बात है,
अच्छा
बट इट इज ए रेयर थिंग टू फाइंड। अभी मिलना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा है।
अच्छा।
तो एटलीस्ट ऑन द स्टार्टिंग डे एंड ऑन द डे ऑफ एंडिंग, एटलीस्ट ये 2 दिन के लिए चढ़ाओ।
ओके गुरु जी।
लेकिन पल्प, वो पूरा फ्रूट नहीं चढ़ेगा, उसको तोड़ के उसके अंदर का
वही
पल्प
अंदर
निकालना
का
है।
निकाल के, अंदर का
बस
जो
बस
है
बस,
वो लेके जाएंगे
उसी को
फिर।
लेके चढ़ाना है। उससे रोगनाशक की शक्ति बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाती है।
हाँ।
ओके, और
ओके।
रोगनाशक शक्ति जब बढ़ती है ना, तो
हाँ गुरु।
इसमें एक चीज ये कहा जाता है कि ये जो क्यों, ये बेल का क्यों, वाई द दिस पर्टिकुलर फ्रूट, उसके लिए भी बता देना चाहता हूं आपको। इससे पहले भी मैंने कहा है कि अगर
हाँ।
आपने, ये माना जाता है कि अगर आपने बेल का जो फ्रूट का जो जूस बनता है, मतलब जो शरबत बनाते हैं बेल का,
ओके।
इफ यू ड्रिंक दैट
हाँ गुरु।
एंड इवन इफ यू डाई विद इन 27 days ऑफ इट, यू विल स्टिल गो टू हेवन। उतनी मान्यता है
हाँ।
उसकी। और शरीर को बिल्कुल रोग मुक्त रखने के लिए कार्यरत होता है।
हाँ वही।
ओके,
ठीक है।
तो उसके लिए ये अगर आप चढ़ाते हो, सो इट वुड बी प्राण शक्ति दायक, मतलब प्राण की ऊर्जा को बढ़ाने वाली चीज है ये। वो अगर आप शिव के ऊपर चढ़ाते हो, तो जिसके नाम पे लेके चढ़ाते हो, उनकी जो तबीयत खराब होती है या तो एनीथिंग रिलेटेड टू हेल्थ रिलेटेड इश्यूज, उसके लिए ये पर्टिकुलर चीज ऐड करना जरूरी है।
अच्छा, वो लिंग के ऊपर उसी के साथ चढ़ा सकते हैं
वही
अपना
चढ़ा दो,
नाग
वह
के
चढ़ा के
थ्रू?
छोड़ दो। एक ही
हाँ।
चीज कर सकते हो, क्या करना, इसको नीचे रखना है, शिवलिंग के ऊपर नहीं रखना है। शिवलिंग के ऊपर
अच्छा।
चढ़ाने के बाद आप उसे खा नहीं सकते।
हाँ
क्या
गुरु।
करना है, वो उसको शिवलिंग के सामने रखो, मतलब जो
हाँ गुरु।
योनि भी है ना, उसके ऊपर भी नहीं,
अच्छा,
उसके
अलग से।
सामने रखो।
हाँ गुरु जी।
उसको रखने के बाद, वो जैसे आप जैसे दिया दिखाते हो ना चढ़ाने के समय, जब
हाँ वो, हाँ।
ये करते हो आप,
हाँ।
वैसा करके उसमें से थोड़ा सा निकाल के लेके आना है, जस्ट अ
अच्छा।
लिटिल बिट। किसके
ओके।
लिए? जिसकी तबीयत खराब है।
हाँ गुरु जी।
थोड़े से पानी में घोल के वो पानी पिला दो उनको, या तो
अच्छा।
वो अगर वैसे ही उसे खा सकते हैं तो वैसे खिला दो, वट एवर वे इट इज पॉसिबल।
अच्छा,
क्योंकि थोड़ा
घर में
टेस्ट
सब
उसका
लोग
अच्छा नहीं रहेगा खाली, तो एक जल में मिला के खाली पानी पिला दो, दैट इज इनफ।
हाँ, घर में सब लोग वो पानी में डाल के पी सकते हैं ना?
पी सकते हो, एब्सोल्युटली पी सकते हो।
अच्छा गुरु जी।
ठीक है,
ओके गुरु जी,
अगर
तो पहले
एक एक
ओ,
बात नरेंद्र जी, एक एक सॉरी
हाँ।
एक बात जयराव जी,
हाँ जी।
वन थिंग दैट यू हैव टू नो इज, जिस अगर किसी पर्टिकुलर इंसान के नाम पे होता है, तो वो फल का पानी सिर्फ वही इंसान ही पिएगा,
ठीक
पूरा
है
घर
गुरु।
वाले नहीं पी सकते।
ओके गुरु जी।
लेकिन अगर आप
ओके।
सबके हित के लिए, मतलब फॉर माई एंटायर फैमिलीज हेल्थ आई एम
फैमिली।
डूइंग दिस, देन सारे
हाँ
लोग
गुरु।
पी। क्लियर है?
ओके गुरु। हाँ गुरु।
ओके, ओके जयराव जी।
ओके गुरु जी। अच्छा, और एक ही था गुरु जी, लास्ट
हाँ
है।
जी,
अभी मैं और मिसेस वो मंदिर को डेली वो आ नहीं सकते हैं, तो कोई बात नहीं गुरु जी, मैं कर सकता हूँ ना?
हाँ हाँ, आप कर सकते हो ना।
डेली।
कोई घर का एक कम से कम एक सदस्य अगर घर का जाके कर सकता है, दैट इज ऑल्सो फाइन. ओके
ओके गुरुजी,
Okay.
धन्यवाद, थैंक यू,
Thank you, Jairaj ji.
नमस्कार.
Rajesh ji, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम गुरुजी.
प्रणाम.
गुरुजी, दिया तो मंदिर के अंदर लगा सकते हैं, वो शिव जी के पास तो नहीं लगाने देते हैं, बाहर ही लगाना पड़ता.
हाँ तो बाहर लगा दो. हाँ लेकिन और एक चीज याद रखना, आप जब मंदिर जाते हो ना, शिव की पूजा के साथ उनके पार्श्व देवता जो है एटलीस्ट उनके ऊपर जल चढ़ा देना. जैसे गणेश हो गए, कार्तिक हो गए, पार्वती माँ हो गई,
जी.
तो इनके ऊपर कम से कम जल जरूर चढ़ाना है.
ओके.
नंदी हो गया, भृंगी हो गए, ठीक है, इन सबके ऊपर जल थोड़ा चढ़ा दो, बाकी कुछ करो ना करो.
ओके. वो नंदी के पास रख सकते थे गुरुजी?
या यू कैन, नो प्रॉब्लम.
अच्छा. और एक है, पूरा भी फैमिली के बारे में संकल्प ले सकते गुरुजी, ऐसे ही पूरा?
यस कर सकते हो.
पूरा संकल्प पूरा फैमिली को ले सकते.
यस.
हेल्थ एंड वेल.
ओके.
ओके.
Thank you, Rajesh ji. Deepika ji, please unmute yourself.
Pranam Mahadev.
प्रणाम दीपिका जी.
Actually, for us, the Shivratri starts tomorrow. I don't have Nagkeshar yet. I checked it only now.
Okay.
So, can we do it in the evening? And also, here in the temples, we are not allowed to. We are not allowed to offer anything to the Shivlinga.
Okay, fine.
There is a temple, but it's like 50 minutes drive.
Oh,
In traffic, it might be 1 hour, more than 1 hour. It's like it's very far. And,
Okay.
I don't have access to a temple where we can do anything directly on the Shivling.
Fine, got it.
I can still go to the temple, I can still bow down to him, but I cannot do anything.
Okay,
not even Diya, probably.
Okay. But if you take some things like that, are the priests will do on your behalf?
I can actually donate water, milk, everything.
Okay.
I can take all the contents and I can give them.
But they will offer it, right? You will not do that, but they will offer it.
Immediately, they may not do it because they do it only at certain time. And and also if I'm doing it tomorrow evening, again, I'll have to continue doing in the evening.
Okay, so that is a far off place for you.
Yeah, one which we can do directly is a far off
place where you are staying right now.
Hmm.
Do you have any open space?
Outside the garage and balcony, but I cannot step out of the house. The balcony.
Okay, got it. So then the same rule applies as I was saying to Rani.
Okay.
आपके घर में
In the
अगर
sense,
शिवलिंग है,
can I carry the Shivling outside, do the ritual, and then bring him back
no,
again
if
inside?
it is a regular Shiva puja that you are doing in your home, don't carry him outside.
No. The Shivling that you are suggesting to make one.
Yes, you can.
That I can
That you can
carry
do.
him out.
That you can do.
Because I can still open my garage door and that's our area. Nobody will question me. So I can still do that.
Still, in that case also, if there are so much of restrictions, na Deepika ji, you can do one thing. Just step out of the house and come back to your puja room and do the same thing there.
Okay.
Okay. But the next day, the Nag Kesar that is left out near the Shiva, collect all those, gather it somewhere, and whenever you have time to, you can discard it in any flowing water or near any forest area where nobody steps on, that kind of thing that you can do.
Okay.
Okay,
Mahadev. And also
if you are starting in the evening,
I have to continue in the evening.
Yes.
Okay. Because if I start this month, then I don't have option. I have to start in the evening because I don't have Nagkeshar right now.
So you choose your way, like how feasible it would be and what kind you can do.
So otherwise, we can start the next month. Is that the only option?
Absolutely. It is coming on 18th, what Navneet ji gave a message, right?
Yeah.
18th of April.
Okay.
You can start there.
Okay, Mahadev. And also, you said to feed the cows, right? Like, if we are not able to do anything directly, can I offer money in Goshala or something and get it done on
Anyways,
our
वो
name?
संकल्प लेके आप कर दो कि on because of this I am donating this money for the Goshala and let this happen on that for that purpose only. हो गया, no problem with it.
Okay, Mahadev. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if I had to carry all these things to temple, it's okay to travel in the car, right? I can't go by walk.
No, you can travel in the car.
Okay.
आजकल शिवजी भी
There
घर
is
आए
no-
तो वो भी कार में ही बैठ के आते हैं. लोग गाड़ियां भेज देते, वो उनके अंदर बैठ के आ जाते हैं.
Okay. Thank you, Mahadev.
Thank you,
so
Deepika.
much.
Thank you, Deepika ji. Sudhaji, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव।
प्रणाम सुधा जी। तो प्रक्रिया शुरू हो गई?
हाँ, ये बताइए, जैसे आपने कहा कि शिव जी पे वो नाग केसर चढ़ाने के बाद उसमें से कुछ उठा के लाना।
ओके।
और अगर दूसरे लोग भी शिवलिंग पे जल चढ़ा रहे हैं तो वो तो बह जाएगा। तो क्या जो योनि पे आ जाए हम उसको उठा के ले आए? कैसे?
कोई बात नहीं, वो उसमें से उसके ऊपर चढ़ गया ना, व्हाटएवर यू हैव पुट ऑन देम, उसमें से 2-4 उठा के लाओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। किधर भी नीचे भी गिर गया तो भी उठा के लाओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। उसको छूना एक बार बस, वो
ठीक है।
दूसरा
दूसरा ये कि मंदिर में भी हमें डायरेक्शन का ध्यान रखना है कि हम इस डायरेक्शन में खड़े होकर जल चढ़ाएं या ऐसा कुछ है?
अगर कर सकते हो, क्योंकि मंदिर में वो सब दोष नहीं लगते हैं।
हाँ, मंदिर में तो कहीं से चढ़ा सकते हैं।
मंदिर में जो देवता स्थापित है उसका मुख के हिसाब से पूजा होता है, आपके मुख के हिसाब से नहीं होता। क्योंकि आप जब जाते हो शिव मंदिर में तो घेरा बना के चारों तरफ घेरे के पानी डालते हो ऊपर, तो कौन सा दिख को देख के आप कर रहे हो? अरे वहां पे जब जाके एक ही जनरली अगर देखेंगे ना सुधा जी, ये एक ही देवता है जिसके चारों तरफ लोग घेर के पानी डालते हैं, बाकी किसी के सामने खड़े होते हैं। देखा है कि नहीं आपने? उसमें महत्व क्या है, शिवलिंग के चारों तरफ वो जगह क्यों छोड़ा गया है, वो भी एक इंडिकेशन है कि जब आप इसकी पूजा करते हो आप ये दिगों के भी दोष से निवृत्त हो।
अच्छा गुरुदेव, एक क्वेश्चन ये है कि जैसे अभी राजेश जी ने पूछा था कि हम अपना संकल्प पूरे फैमिली के लिए ले सकते हैं, ठीक है। अब मान लो मैं चाहती हूँ, मैं स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में ग्रोथ करना चाहती हूँ, फैमिली चाहती है उसको रिलेशनशिप चाहिए, धन चाहिए, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए,
तो सर्वकार्य सिद्धि,
सर्वकार्य
सिद्धि निमित्त में ये पूजा कर रही हूँ।
अच्छा, अपने पूरे परिवार की तरफ से
बस।
लेकिन हमें तो केवल, जैसे आवा ने पूछा था कि हमें केवल ये चाहिए ना, तो क्या हम हमें ये चाहिए ये कह के और बाकी परिवार को क्या चाहिए वो आप जानो, ऐसे कर सकते हैं? संकल्प कैसे लेना, मेरा मतलब ये है।
देखिए सुधा जी, जब हम सर्व कार्य सिद्धि का बात करते हैं ना, तो उसमें सारे कार्य आ जाते हैं। वो चाहे देव कार्य हो, मनुष्य रूपी कार्य हो, गृह रूपी कार्य हो, संसार रूपी कार्य हो, या किसी सेवा रूपी कार्य हो, सारे कार्य उसी के अंदर आ जाते हैं। इसीलिए हम उसे सर्व कार्य सिद्धि का मानते हैं। तो अब जो आपकी इच्छा वो जाने, जो उनकी इच्छा वो जाने, जो उनकी इच्छा जो वो जाने, तो फल उसके हिसाब से दे दो। भाई मैं ये सारे चीजें मुझे नहीं पता, मैं तेरे ऊपर छोड़ रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं ये पूजा तो कर रहा हूँ तेरी,
और बाकी आप जो देना चाहो दे दो।
ये मैं बोल दिया ना, सारे लोग यही बोलने वाले हैं। अभी जानते हो, अभी पहले सोचे थे कुछ करेंगे, अब ये सब जाके यही करें, सर्व कार्य सिद्धि भव, ये करके आ जाएंगे अभी।
तो गुरुदेव अच्छे ही है ये तो। अच्छा, जैसे आपने बताया चौखट के ऊपर टच करा के ले जाना है, तो केवल वो हम जो क्लॉथ ले जा रहे हैं येलो वाला वो टच कराना है, या जो जल का लोटा ले जा रहे हैं वो भी टच कराना है?
नहीं, घर के ऊपर वो जल का लोटा टच कराना है।
अच्छा,
वो नाक के सर नहीं।
नाक के सर नहीं। थैंक यू।
ओके।
Yes, Mamta ji, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम गुरुदेव।
प्रणाम ममता जी, कैसे हो आप?
बहुत बढ़िया, आपकी कृपा। From all the mantras that you've given, this looks so simple, so simple. I mean, okay. Now, Gurudev, I was just thinking ki as it is starting on Monday, we have one day in between. But I hear Deepika saying that it is not on Monday for us, it's starting tomorrow. So that brings down the time. I looked up online, I can get Narkesar, but I was thinking even Monday it would not, really be practically possible for them to deliver. But tomorrow to bilkul hi impossible rahega. तो कैसे किया जाए? Just one day difference it may come, 1 or 2 days.
वो जाने, आप क्या भोला जाने उसे।
अच्छा, फिर ये हम
आप
शिवलिंग घर
उसको
पे ही
बोल दो कि
बनाएंगे।
भाई आज नहीं है, कल लाके चढ़ाता हूँ। अब वो if he gives you a credit then good enough.
नहीं तो you suggest should we do it next month? क्योंकि again I would do the shivling at home.
I'll just say this. If that is the case, you can wait till next month. Absolutely fine. But if it is coming in such a time and you are really want to do that, I am no one to stop you in doing that.
I definitely want to do it.
So then you just do it and just say that, भाई तेरे उधारी रही, कल चुका दूंगा, कल 2 मुट्ठी चढ़ा दूंगा तेरे ऊपर, okay?
नहीं, I am sure Bolaji will be very gracious to help.
This is the problem with us, Mamta ji. I don't want to give leeway, then people keep on asking one by one, and I keep on leaving it. Okay.
नहीं गुरुदेव जी, हमारे साथ भी ऐसे होता है। अब मैंने मंडे का सोचा था and I was seeing the online stuff of Narkesar, will somebody deliver till Monday? But अभी जब संडे का शुरू हो रहा है तो मेरे को लग रहा है कि it is just few hours away. We already on Sunday night right
but
now. It's past 10:30.
You can start it on your Monday also, no problem.
Oh, I will then go all out to get my Narkesar and the clay and everything.
No problem.
Okay, ठीक है.
So we take great. That barrier of time as well.
अच्छा जी, गुरुदेव एक बात बताइए, जो हम जल डालेंगे तो उसको I just collected down in a plate and किसी प्लांट में जो घर में है उस पे चढ़ा दूं?
बिल्कुल
प्लांट में चढ़ा दीजिए, including the Narkesar that goes on it can be offered to the plant.
Narkesar जैसे मैंने दीपिका जी को बताया ना, so you just keep all those Narkesar you just collect that every day, you just collect it, keep it in one place, so that after the 30 days you can go and put it in a place where you can either float it into the water, or you can just put it in near any forest area where nobody steps on that. Because if every day you have to throw it, it will become a like heap of it at the end of the month.
Okay.
So you can keep it, and later on at the end of the process, you can just go it and do it.
गुरुदेव, आपने शाम का टाइमिंग्स नहीं बोला, आपने बोला early evening, but आप approximately बोलेंगे कब?
It depends, because for you people, I believe, like, what is the time that you people are getting evening out there?
It is, sun is there, though the weather is very bad, but yes, we do see the sun.
Till what time?
Till say 5 o'clock or so.
Okay. No, for some people it is still there available at 6, 7 also. Even 7:30
अभी वो
also.
6, 7 का नहीं रहा है आज, last 2-3 days weather has gone bad again.
Because of your location, it might be a bit early. Okay.
हाँ जी.
So in that case, you just do one thing. Around like, if you can do the process like around 4:30, 5 o'clock, it's fine for you.
Okay, so before sunset, can I say something like that?
Absolutely, you can do it.
Okay.
Actually, गोधूल बेला किसे कहते हैं जानते हो?
नहीं गुरुदेव.
Okay, गोधूल मतलब होता है कि गाय जब वापस आती है.
Okay.
You have seen in the villages, when they go throughout the day, they are in the fields. But in the evening, they start coming back. And when they come back, what happens? The dust is there. इसे गोधूल कहते हैं.
Okay.
Means the cow knows the timing, which is the perfect time to return home. That indicates that it is the right time to return home, to go back and do the sandhya or the aarti of the devata, because it is time to return back to home. इसीलिए वो संध्या की आरती वो समय में किया जाता है. गोधूल बेला कहते हैं.
गुरुदेव, हम जो दिए लगाएंगे उसको अलग से रख दूं, and after 30 days go and
as you people are doing it at your home, you need not do it on a this clay diya. The reason why I'm saying to do it on a clay diya is because अगर आप दिया जलाते हो तो मंदिर में छोड़ के आ सकते हो. ये तो वेट तो नहीं करोगे ना, दिया कब बुझेगा तब मैं लेके जाऊं. So that's why I'm saying those who are traveling to the temple, you carry a clay one. If you are doing at your home, you can use the metal diya, wash it the next day, again use the same thing, no problem.
Okay, it should be 2 diyas or 1 diya is fine?
नहीं 2 diyas.
Okay.
2 दिया जलेंगे.
और ये घी के दिया होना चाहिए गुरुदेव?
घी के ही दिए होने चाहिए.
ठीक है गुरुदेव. गुरुदेव, जस्ट वन स्मॉल थिंग, ये जो हम बनाएंगे शिवलिंग, हाँ जी, उनको हम किस डायरेक्शन में रखें?
You see, you make it sit in some way where your face is towards the east or north.
East or north, okay.
शिवलिंग का कोई डायरेक्शन ही नहीं हो सकता.
ठीक है.
But the only thing is, एक चीज आप ध्यान रख सकते हो.
हाँ जी.
शिवलिंग की जो योनि का जो पॉइंट बनता है, means to which side that it should be.
Okay, which side should it be?
उसका जो नॉर्थ साइड अगर उसका टिप रख सकते हो, then what will happen? Literally what will happen is, if you sit on this side, you are facing to the east and the yoni is pointing towards the north.
Okay, Gurudev.
Make it that way. इतना कर दो.
ठीक है गुरुदेव. At the end of 30 days, what do I do with this शिवलिंग?
कार्तिक शिवलिंग की पूजा तो कर लिए, उसके बाद जैसे पूजा अर्चना करते हो उसे करने के बाद उनको विदाई दो कि थैंक यू.
Okay.
Despite I am asking you to go from this statue, but you always be with me.
Yes. And if I get a colored clay, is it okay to use a colored clay?
No problem. शिव को हर कलर पसंद है.
ठीक है गुरुदेव. Thank you so much, Gurudev. It just the right time always. Thank you so much, Haribhai, for putting all this together for us, and thank you everyone.
Thank you, Mamta ji.
Pranam, Gurudev.
Thank you, Mamta ji.
Pranam.
Deepika ji, please unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, Mahadev, I forgot to ask 2 questions.
Yes,
like
please.
you said to Mamta ji right now, so can I also do on Monday, start it from Monday?
Go ahead.
If that is an option.
That's what I have already given leeway.
Okay.
You can.
Okay, because tomorrow means I can get the Nageshwar, so that's why.
You
And
can.
also, do we have to take the sankalp every day?
Yes, because on that particular day you are taking the sankalp of 8, 8, 8, 8. रोज का संकल्प लेने से क्या होता है? Why you should do that? I told like if the cycle starts for anyone, they are not able to do that process, then what will happen? उसमें break हो जाएगा. So instead of breaking it in that way, every single day if you are taking a sankalp, for that particular day you will complete it. So उसमें से it will not break the process. That's why every single day you have sankalp लेना है.
Okay. And also I had like recently when we have been seeing so many videos like this, they're showing how the Shivlinga is actually done. It's a shaligram and it's fit into that. So when we are making, it's not the same structure, but is it still okay? That's what
It is still okay because see, आप उसे कोई मंदिर में स्थापना करने के लिए नहीं करते हो, ठीक है? आप उसे एक भक्त के भांति अपने भगवान को बनाने की कोशिश है, और भक्त के हाथ में भगवान किसी भी रूप में ढलने को तैयार है. And that's what I can say. All that is needed is, do you have that complete devotion, dedication and doing that? उतना ही काफी है. भगवान को कभी फल फूल की जरूरत नहीं है. दे भी क्या सकते हैं आप? हाँ, उसको ये दे सकते हैं कि तूने मुझे जो दिया था मैं उससे भी तेरी ही आराधना करना चाहता हूँ. That's it. तो करो जाके.
And also you said we have to point the tip to north, right?
Yeah.
Usually in temples it's on to the right side. When we are facing the Shivling, it's on to the right side.
But there is a particular reason why I say that.
Okay. No, I was thinking if I got confused or I heard it right.
To your right side onto this side, no? But I particularly want you to do this way.
Left. Okay, Mahadev. Yeah. Thank you, Mahadev. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deepika. Vidya ji, please unmute yourself.
प्रणाम महादेव.
प्रणाम विद्या जी.
महादेव, पतंजलि स्टोर में हमें वो जो बेल सिरप मिलता है, इट इज ओके टू यूज दैट वन फॉर दिस हेल्थ प्रोसेस?
बेल का
सिरप मिलता है.
सिरप से नहीं होगा, इसमें पल्प चाहिए आपको एक्चुअली.
इट इज
प्रोसेस्ड कर
पल्प से ही बनता है ना?
वो प्रोसेस्ड हो गया होगा, लेकिन कोशिश करो वो मिल गया तो, मतलब क्योंकि मुझे उसको गुदा चाहिए, गुदा चढ़ाना है वहां पे. मींस दैट पल्प हैज टू बी. वो ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल है, एक बार ट्राई करो.
ओके ओके. एंड वन मोर थिंग, जो भी नाक से सर हम वहां से उठा के ला के हम लॉकर के अंदर रख रहे हैं, so after 30 days we have to discard in a flowing water or we have to keep there itself?
It should be there in your house. मैं बताऊंगा जब 30 दिन पूरा होता है तब मुझे पूछो, मैं बताऊंगा उसके बाद क्या करना है उसका.
ओके ओके मैडम.
Because anyways he will ask, people will ask now and after 30 days also they will ask me again.
You are always there for us, Madhav.
Okay.
Okay, Madhav.
Okay, Vidya ji.
Thank you, Vidya ji. Dhaval ji, please unmute yourself.
Pranam, Dhaval ji.
Quick one. Nakesar, a few of the prasad we will take it back, but whatever is the leftover there, do we need to collect it for 30 days and float it in the water, or you just keep it there?
You just leave it there. मंदिर में कैसे भी वो रोज पूजा करते तो वो हटा देंगे उसे, वो उनके हाथ से हटने दो. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, Dhaval ji. Okay, so I believe like murabba is available in the form of pulp. Okay, so I believe like all the questions. अच्छा, रश्मि जी का दोनों दिए मंदिर ले जाना है या एक दिया? नहीं, मंदिर में तो 2 दिए ही लेके जाने हैं. You have to take 2 diyas for the temple. बाकी I think like we have answered all the questions. And one thing that I would just like to ask is like, has anybody taken the points? If anybody has written it down, so please share in the group or please share it with me. I will just check it once and I will repost that. Okay. और जो मंत्र का जो डॉक्यूमेंट, वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट है, मैं वो पोस्ट कर देता हूँ. And if possible, even I will try to find a link of YouTube which would be easy for you people to chant. उसका भी लिंक आपको YouTube का भेज दूंगा. Okay, so that would be easy for all of us. And you this mantra is so amazing, like if you chant it, you will feel like chanting it again and again. It is so beautiful and it is so simple. First time you will be mixing with the words, but when you hear it 2-3 times and you chant along with it, do one thing before you do the process tomorrow. Just take this word document and listen to that song. I will post the YouTube link also. उसे सुन लो, you will be so amazed, like, oh, it is so easy to chant. Because when I was chanting, did you find it easy or it was tough to do? It will be so easy because of the tune that we have chosen in it. So you can do that. Janesh ji,
please unmute yourself.
हम वही ढूंढ रहे थे, ये कहाँ गए? क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछे?
नहीं, क्वेश्चन नहीं है. बेल का कैंडी भी मिलता है पतंजलि के स्टोर में.
क्या कौन सा
कैंडी?
ओके.
जो फल है वो फल को शक्कर की चाशनी में डुबा के उसका कैंडी बनाया है.
ओके,
तो वो चढ़ा सकते हैं?
अगर जनेश जी वो जो ओरिजिनल चीज है वो नहीं मिला तो दीज आर द रेप्लिकेशन. मतलब भगवान नहीं मिला तो उसकी मूर्ति बना दो.
हाँ, ठीक है.
तो वैसे ही.
ठीक है.
ओके,
ठीक.
ओके जनेश जी, थैंक यू.
प्रणाम.
Thank you, Janesh ji.
So thank you everyone for being here, and I believe like all these things that we are doing, may it bring absolute abundance in all parts of your life. आपके जीवन में समृद्धि लेके आए. और ये जैसे मैंने कहा है, हरि भाई प्लीज शेयर ए Google form in which people should put their names and name of their a Gotra and family member name, because again, like once I go there, I will be doing the puja. So I will try to come online if possible, because वहां पे थोड़ा network issue हो जाता है, और अच्छा है कि network issue होता है. Okay. So just if you really are interested like this कि आपके घर के नाम के पूजा हो जाए वहां पे, so I'll do that. But I still remember what happened to my hands last time. वो करते करते मेरे हाथों का क्या हाल हुआ था. But this time I believe like the weather will be conducive. थोड़ा weather अच्छा है, so it should not be that but you don't need not worry on that part. हाथ क्या है वो वैसा होता है, फिर ठीक भी हो जाता है. So but the time that we can do that process is more important for us. And if we have chosen ourselves to be a family and I have taken the responsibility, I will do my part. So you need not worry on that. मैं अपने आप को जो करना के लिए कहता हूँ अब कर लो, बाकी जो है हम हैं. Okay. So with this, I would like to give a break to my words, and may these processes which have come from nowhere but directly on the guidance of Shiva, and these things have been created, ये हो नहीं सकता without के blessing के बिना. These things coming your way is no way possible, and if it is coming your way, उसकी ही मर्जी होगी. So thank you.
Gurudev.
Please try to do it as well as possible, as devotedly as possible, the best way you can. Rest छोड़ दो उसके हाथ पे. बोला तेरी मर्जी, तू जो करना है कर. हमें जो बताया तू करने के लिए, जितना क्षमता दिया उसके हिसाब से मैंने कर दिया, बाकी तेरा. हाँ जनेश जी.
गुरुदेव, ये तो प्रोसेस आपने दारिद्र दहन के लिए बताया है. इसका ये चैत्री नवरात्र के साथ जो 9 दिन है उसके लिए कुछ
समय है आपके पास?
हाँ
है. तो अभी गुप्त नवरात्र में मैंने 3 प्रोसेसेस दिए थे. 3 में से 2 को मैंने बताया, 1 को गुप्त रखा था. एक बजरंग बाण का प्रोसेस जो दिया गया था वो आप कर सकते हो. लक्ष्मी का जो प्रोसेस था वो आप कर सकते हो. कुछ नहीं कर सकते तो ये 9 दिनों में दुर्गा सप्तशती का अगर आप पाठ कर सकते हो तो कर लो. अगर वो नहीं कर सकते तो खाली दुर्गा का जो बीज मंत्र हम दुम दुर्गाय नमः जो करते हो आप, वो भी करना चाहे तो कर सकते हो.
गुरुदेव, मैं अगर दुर्गा द्वादशी नाम स्तोत्र रोज पढूं,
बिल्कुल बढ़िया है, करो.
और साथ में अगर उसका हवन भी कर लूं तो चलेगा?
बिल्कुल, बहुत अच्छी बात है. चलेगा नहीं, दौड़ेगा वो.
ठीक है गुरुदेव, बस यही पूछना था गुरुदेव. प्रणाम गुरुदेव.
See, anything that you are adding to those processes during this Navratri is absolutely perfect. No problem with that. और आपने एक ही चीज याद रखना जनेश जी, ये जब भी ये पर्व काल आता है ना, आपने जिन जिन चीजों की साधनाएं पहले कर रखी है उसी को अगर आप फिर से रिपीट करते हो ना, उसका प्रभाव बढ़ता जाता है.
ठीक है.
सो जो साधना आपने किया है उसी को रिपीट करो. जो आप नवरात्र में करते हो उसी को रिपीट करो. बहुत अच्छी बात है. नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट.
ठीक है.
ओके, चलिए जनेश जी.
थैंक यू जनेश जी. सुधा जी.
गुरुदेव,
नमस्कार सुधा जी.
सॉरी.
बताइए.
आपको देर हो रही है, मैं इसलिए ये सब बोल रही हूं. आपका टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा है.
नहीं, मुझे पता है कि कुछ लोगों के घर में अभी पानी आता है, दूध वाला आ जाता है, फिर नॉक करने वाले आ जाते हैं, खाना बनाना पड़ता है, ब्रेकफास्ट देना पड़ता है, इसीलिए मैं जाने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा हूँ.
ये नवरात्र शुरू हो रहे हैं जैसे, तो जैसे हम पहले ये प्रोसेस कर लें, उसके बाद शुरू में माँ को नहलाना धुलाना ये सब जो करना होता है ना, वो बाद में करें, कोई बात नहीं ना?
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात.
पहले अपनी प्रोसेस
आराम से कर सकते हैं. नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है. ओके, धन्यवाद सुधा जी. चलिए. So before any hand raises again, I will go. Thank you so much, all being here. May the blessings of the divinity always shine in you, through you, as you. इसी कामना के साथ कि आपके सारे जीवन यहाँ इस धरती के ऊपर जो बिताते हो, like your life on this planet, may it be the best life devoted to the divine. And all that I can say before going is, the divine has given me a day as a gift, and I will make this day a gift for the divine. With this, may you all have a wonderful life ahead with the blessings of the divine of this part of the life